ready? We have another Nintendo Prime stream. Are you ready? Can we count down? 'Cause I said 5 and 4 and 3, 2, 1.
How's it going, everyone? Hope you're having a lovely time. I am here. I am back. I am Nathaniel Rubblejans from Nintendo Prime. We have a hype stream going tonight. How you guys doing? I hope you're having a good time. Really hope you're having a fantastic time. I'm going to try to shout out as many people in the chat as I can. So if you're here and you want to be shouted out, try to say something in the chat and we will get to it. We got a jam-packed stream for you today. We'll be talking about some of that Switch Pro reports and the rumors and all that jazz going out there. We'll be giving some E3 2021 predictions. I'm literally doing them off the top of my head on the fly. These are just the real thoughts percolating. No research done. No big giant list in front of me. We're just going to go straight from the heart based on what I want, what I hope, what I have dreams for, and what I actually expect. Beyond all that, obviously, we'll talk about some of the stuff, again, that we're giving away during E3 2021, including a new item added today. But we'll get into that. Let me say hi to everyone in the chat. So we'll start off with Frederick Appo is here, David Haney, Ella Schmidt, Du Ashwan, Bella, Fraction is here. Let's see, we got A. Evie, Emerald Temple 444, David Haney is here as well, Cody Shadley, Kellabeam World,
Mr. Coreybaum.
We got Tishima Rio.
And shout out to my fiance, Yulia.
Sorry, we have little Miss Yulia in the chat. Ma'am Beth is here. Noah Palchuniak. We got Jude Kerman as well. Electro TDS Gaming.
Mr. Brian C.
We got Josh Berkowitz is here as well. Blue Knight 07. No one, Electro TDS Gaming, Noah Paluchiniak, I believe. Jordan Game On is here. Nishant Kelker is here. Ice Sonic, Dennis ZZ, Kremstar Creates, Seahawks 24 Rule telling me congrats on 67,100 followers. Yes, that is right. Subscribers here on YouTube. In fact, let me give you the fully up-to-date numbers. I will hold my phone up and see if it'll show you. I don't know if it's going to. We were at 67,191 is what it says right here. So almost at 67.2. Let's keep that momentum going. Who knows? Maybe we do end up hitting 70K before E3. Doesn't really matter. I just care that all of you guys keep joining us, keep having a good time at my streams, enjoy my videos. Sometimes my videos suck. I had a really crappy video come out today. It happens. You know, I'm not the #1 greatest YouTuber ever. I just do the best I can with what I got and the knowledge I have, and I try to make sure next time is better than last time. All right, we got Nishan Kalker is here as well. Scrolling on down the list, we got Crispy here. Andrew Coslin is here.
Sagwin the Pikachu fan.
Welcome to the stream, my man. We got Tyrone Bladden is here as well. David Albalio. Jorge Allen. Crazy as Koth. Collections with Comet. And we got a little Kyle Kelly in the chat. How's it going? We got Hilo is here as well. Ma'am Beth. We got Wicked Yoda. Wicked Yoda. I love Yoda. Yoda fan in the house. A little Star Wars action. Let's see. Blue Knight 07. I think I already said. Killjoy is here. Clayton Saint CYR.
We all suck sometimes.
It's all true. We always suck sometimes. Crazy as Cost says, congrats on me at 67K. That happened this weekend. That happened yesterday, late yesterday. And we just keep going. We just keep that climb going. The momentum's building up as we get closer and closer to E3. Nick Forrest is here. Luke Skywalker is here. Uh-oh. We have a Yoda fan. We got Luke Skywalker. I see what's happening. Next thing you know, Han Solo is going to show up. Yeah, we're going to get a little Princess Leia in the chat. I mean, Darth Vader is going to pop around. We're just going to have a regular old Star Wars party up in here. We got Imion Soul here. We got Birdman, Jared Allen, SSRCR85 wants that shirt. Which one? This one? Are you talking about this shirt right here? This little fly shirt? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about something else? I have no idea what you're talking about, to be completely honest. I'm only wearing, I mean, this is a white t-shirt. I mean, you could like buy this anywhere. Jude Kerman is here. Tyler Coy. Yo, the first live I've been able to catch. How we doing?
Doing pretty awesome. Assuming that worked. I don't know if it actually worked. Oh, it did work. We are partying. Yeah.
Woo! All right. That's a little party music. We usually only play that when we get super chats and donations, because every super chat and donation is worth partying about. Also, we have a little shot chart down here. Bam. Yes, I do various different shots for various different donations and super chats amount. No pressure. No one ever needs to do it, but when you do, we party. We also have a member goal over this way down here. Basically 5 members. For every 5 members we get in a stream, we do another giveaway. That's when you hit that little join button. There's different tiers, $3, $5, $10, $15, whatever I have it set at. You can become a champion, become a leader, and I don't think we have anyone outside of those roles right now, but hey, I always appreciate that support. Every 5 is a giveaway, as I said. All right. So, we got Jin Cherky, 89 is here too. Hope your weekend was great. My weekend was survive. Survive in advance, right? That's what they say when you have kids. Survive in advance. I think I learned that from video games. Survive in advance. Looks like a Hawaiian shirt on your screen. This is not a Hawaiian shirt. This is like a plaid style kind of thing going on here. This came from The Buckle, believe it or not. I don't know if anyone knows what that store is. A rather hoity-toity expensive store. But for some reason, I shopped there because the only pants in like the entire world that fit me, these jeans I'm wearing, like the only jeans I should say that fit me, are at The Buckle. When I go anywhere else, I don't know if it's just because I'm short and I got weird legs, I got massive thighs, but I got a big butt. For some reason, and like my waist is always weird, the pants they have there just work. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I've been to many other places. I've tried many other types of jeans. These are the only place that works. So it kind of sucks when you're like, oh man, the only kind of jeans that fit you have to cost $80. Doesn't that suck? So let's just say I don't buy jeans very often. And then I wear them out even faster. But that's all right. It's just like a blue and white plaid action going on. I do like this shirt a lot though. My favorite color is a sky blue. This isn't quite my favorite blue color. On camera it looks a little brighter than it is in person because of the lighting, but we got Brent Jones! Party time! Let's get the music bumping.
Oh, Brent Jones!
Woo! Thanks so much for giving the old $5 super chat. Now, we don't actually have any Dr. Cherry. Still have not been to the store. Kind of running on a super budget right now as we're saving up all of our goodness for E3. But we will be swapping in the Bud Light Seltzer lemonades that we've been doing for the past week or so, just until I decided to head to the store, trying to keep it going. So cheers, man. As always, drink responsibly. I don't promote people over drinking. I don't promote people doing crazy things, getting drunk. I just like to have a good time. I'm at home. I'm in my mid-30s. I know what's up. Mostly I just end up drinking drinks. Don't do a lot of real shots unless we get a lot of big donations, and I cut myself off at some point because I'm not stupid. I know my limits. Dude, those dance moves are irresistible. Fun fact. I'm pretty sure my dance moves is how I got my fiance. Not even lying. I hope she comes to the chat again later, and I'll ask her straight up, hey, babe, like, my dance moves, right? That's what got you into me? My dance moves? Just be honest. I'm a pretty fly dancer. So thank you so much, Brent Jones, for your $5 super chat. All right. Yo, what did you miss? Not much. We just got started. Peach Revenge for E3 is what Jamaister Bro is saying. Peach Revenge. All right. Which link is your favorite? All right. Before we get into questions, by the way, if you have questions for me, this is always a Q&A, right? So Q&As, almost every live stream I do that's chit-chatty, Q&As happen. You can just, you got to like at me in the chat, at Nintendo Prime in the chat. It'll highlight your thing. Or you could end up obviously super chatting or donating. That gets your question to the top of the pile. And no matter what I'm talking about, I will get to your question ASAP. If you ask questions while I'm talking about a certain topic, I might not get to them. I try to get to as many as I can. Kind of depends on how many they fly in. I used to try to get to every single one, but sometimes the streams are popping off so much that it's impossible to keep up. Speaking of keeping up, Corey Bump says, is this dancing prime? Yes, every super chat donation. We already have one $5 super chat, so I danced away. Ice Sonic says, how are you? I'm playing Age of Calamity to be hyped for the DLC. Looking for the Korok seed. Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't really do in Age of Calamity. I found a few by accident, but yeah, I didn't really bother with that in Age of Calamity. To be honest, I didn't really bother with it that much in Breath of the Wild either. As much as the Golden Poo is an amazing, epic trophy to have sitting in your inventory. Do you think there'll be a Kirby Dream Collection too? All right, so let's get into this a little bit. All right, let's get into this a little bit. So first off, let's go in order of topics. Right, we'll start with the Switch Pro because we've been making a few Switch Pro videos lately. Did not plan to make a few Switch Pro videos lately, but you know, when information comes. I'm just going through my own videos here because obviously I have a lot of coverage on this topic. The first time we really talked about Switch Pro in a while, really. I'm trying to look back. When's the last time we even, I mean, there was a week ago we did a video, about a week and a half ago, actually. And that has to do with a prediction from some people about 30 million Switches and Switch Pro coming later this year, all that jazz, confirmation of Switch Pro's existence, etc. Not a whole lot there, but we did talk about that. That's why that video is only 7 minutes long. Pretty short video for me if you watch my channel. I have some pretty long ones, but that was a short one. Otherwise, we haven't really had much to talk about, Switch Pro in a while until literally this last week when we got new details from Samus Hunter, letting us know about how there's going to be a not only is the Switch Pro going to exist, it's going to be a more powerful Switch, and they're going to internally, maybe probably not publicly, but internally call it the enthusiast model. And it's going to have a trickle-down effect where, the chip it's using and some of the hardware it's using is going to trickle down to the current Switch and the Switch Lite to try to, streamline the manufacturing, which makes a ton of sense. That's exactly what they did when they gave us the Switch Lite. They streamlined the manufacturing and used that same chip because it was a revised Tegra X1 chip. And put that into the Nintendo Switch, which Nintendo needed to do for security reasons alone, because it was super easy to hack those first generation Nintendo Switches. So that's the thing that happened. So let's see that happen again. So there's going to be a focus on services. There's going to be a focus on, doing different things. All right. I don't want to go in exactly all those details. You can go back and watch that video. I just put it up yesterday. And then if you watch the podcast, well, obviously we talked about it on the podcast first. Then we have a display company, right? Display company just put this up today, mentioning that Switch Pro is going to come soon. And we have another super chat. Hold up, time out, stop what we're doing, hit the party button. Yeah. Blue Night with the 5. All right. Thank you so much, Blue Knight 07. I almost missed it because I didn't have my headphones on, so I wasn't listening to everything. So I almost missed it. Good thing I got my alerts working today, by the way, so that's a bonus. I didn't have it working the other night. Blue Knight 07 says, do you think there will be any announcements that rumored virtual console service you talked about before at E3? So I'm just going to get more into that when I get to the E3 predictions. But I will say that there's obviously a chance for anything. I would say that if that virtual console thing is legit, which comes from Samus Hunter, so makes me feel like it probably is, it's one of those things where that is something that wouldn't hurt sales. I don't think people would unsubscribe from Nintendo Switch Online if they announced the virtual console service, right? Like, if they did that, why would you unsubscribe from Nintendo Switch Online? Who is actually subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online for the NES and SNES app? Like, I don't know anybody personally that is subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online because of those apps. They're subscribed, not even because of Tetris 99, or they're subscribed because they have to be if they want to play Nintendo games online. You want to play Mario Kart Online, Smash Online, Splatoon Online, Mario Party Online. Now, you want to play all those online games, you got to be subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online. So it's kind of like not a choice, right, for many people. So I don't think announcing it at E3 would actually hurt Switch Online. The question is, what the hell are they doing with Switch Online? Because Nintendo specifically mentioned in their investors meeting that Nintendo Switch Online is part of that $800 million they're spending on research and development the last year. Specifically, they mentioned Nintendo Switch Online. So they must have something in store for Nintendo Switch Online. It'd be interesting if they go with a Games of Gold route, you know, a PlayStation Plus route where they're dropping you free games every month, maybe older games, you know, like finally we get Breath of the Wild for free or something like that. It would be very interesting to see them do that. It's hard to imagine them doing it considering that, like, you know, hey, Breath of the Wild just sold 1 million copies in the last year. Don't know that Nintendo wants to suddenly, actually, I think it sold 3 million. I don't think Nintendo exactly wants to just not sell copies, but it's one of those things where I think Nintendo's just looking into a way to change up what Nintendo Switch Online does, what it means, what it represents, and add a different value proposition, and then split off Virtual Console on its own, which is what it should be. So we'll see what happens. I hope it does get announced at E3, of course. I don't know if it's coming this year. I know the plans, according to Samus Hunter, were originally by the end of this current fiscal year, so by the end of March 2022 was the original plans. Obviously, COVID and everything, who really knows what's been delayed. But it would be cool to see it announced at E3. I do think that is something that could be announced at E3. Definitely could be announced at E3. So thank you so much for your $5 super chat. Let me see here. What's up, Nate? What's up?
Juan Castillo.
Happy belated birthday to Nintendo Prime. That's right. We turned 4 years old as a channel about a week ago. Let's see. RZ says, with that supposed document that was leaked, do you think as part of the Metroid celebration, Samus could be announced for Fortnite at E3, which is why they left it out? It's always possible. Nobody really knows. Nintendo might have said no in the first place. It could have just been a plan, just like Epic wanted to add Nintendo games to the Epic Game Store on PC. And they even mentioned in the document, fat chance, long shot, likely not going to happen because Epic's not dumb. They know Nintendo's not probably going to go for that. So it's one of those things where I think it's possible that Samus ends up getting into Fortnite. After all, Epic did have a partnership with Nintendo. That's why we got the theme Switch. So it's not like it's an impossibility. How likely it is, I don't know. Nintendo is so protective. It's funny. They want everyone else's IPs to come to Smash, but like powering a character out for a season of Fortnite. Oh, no, 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 no. But we'll see. We'll see. Do you think Pokemon Snap was a flop? New Pokemon Snap? Why would I think new Pokemon Snap's a flop? It just came out last Friday. We don't have any sales data yet. Are you just trying to give me like my gut reaction? J Meister Bro, my gut reaction is this freaking Pokemon. It's gonna sell. Is it not gonna sell? I gotta get a shot in for that $5 one as well. But is it not gonna sell? It's gonna outsell the original Pokemon Snap. I wouldn't be surprised if it sells 8-9 million when it's all said and done. Cheers. Luigi's Mansion 3 numbers is what I've always thought new Pokemon Snap would do. So no, I clearly don't think it's a flop. They could make a VC part of Switch Online as a higher tier. Maybe. I doubt it. Samus Hunter said the VC stuff was separate from Switch Online. Think Game Pass is how she put it. So, Luke Skywalker, welcome. Says, how's your day been? Been pretty good. Tim Ronovich says, do you think there will be a remake of the Legend of Zelda Oracle games? I do not think so. I am kind of siding on the side that I don't think it's happening. Are you more of a WarioWare guy or a Rhythm Heaven guy? WarioWare all the time. Do Wario. Do you think the Super Mario 3D All-Stars comes back to help the game get to 10 million units? Not this year. They're going to at least give it a year off. All right. Getting back into the Switch Pro stuff. What I was saying earlier is that that display company came out and said, hey, during their investors meeting, OLED technology is taking off, this and that. It's getting into PCs, getting into this, getting that. Oh, and by the way, it's supposedly getting to the Nintendo Switch Pro as well. They use the word Switch Pro. They call the OLED technology. They said, why Nintendo's using OLED? So it's kind of one of those things that if it's brought up in an investor meeting, companies don't like lying to investors because if they're caught lying, there could be major implications against them. So it kind of sounds like this company's like, yeah, we're not going to like announce it. You know, we're just going to reference there's been reports, but it's kind of like, yeah, but you wouldn't reference it if you didn't know because you are an OLED company and I'm sure Nintendo's talked to you. So it's one of those things that, yeah, okay. Hint, hint, wink, wink. It's one of the like, worst kept secrets in gaming. The Switch Pro is the real thing. So, that's kind of what's happening with the Switch Pro. If you guys want to ask any questions about that or anything else about prior reports on Switch Pro, it's all up here. I got it all locked up here. I think I even remember where all the reports came from and who wrote them. For now. That's because the Switch Pro, it's been a lot of slow little information. There hasn't really been a ton other than just mentioning, hey, it exists. You know? Let's see here. Will you be able to purchase VC games separately? Yes, that is, according to Samus Hunter. Again, I am just a messenger, okay? This is Samus Hunter 2 is the username, but Samus Hunter, she is the one who told me that, yes, they were looking into this. She was told this last October, and Nintendo does feel it's important to offer the ability to buy the games individually. Whether it's because they think they'll make a ton of money doing that, or whether they just think it's a goodwill thing for consumers to give them options like Game Pass. It feels like one of those things that Nintendo has been heavily looking at what Game Pass does. And they're like, man, that was a really good idea. Why didn't we do it first? Right? Nintendo kind of created Virtual Console. They created this idea of bringing back retro games with the Wii. I don't know why they didn't stay on top of it. They could have been Game Pass before Game Pass existed, at least for retro games. I don't think Nintendo has any interest in putting new games or Switch games, you know, as an example, on this service. That is not something I think Nintendo's even contemplating. They're selling millions and millions and millions of copies of individual games, unlike Microsoft. They're going to focus more on making the retro library a service with optional purchases. That is at least what I've been told. More questions. We've got Daniel Hull. Welcome, man. Says, do you think that Zelda 1 will be remade like Link's Awakening? Absolutely no. You see Mario 1 getting remade by Nintendo? Some the original games, I don't think, like the start of the IPs, will never be touched. Will never be touched. That's why you see, like, you know, Star Fox 64 DS, or, you know, Star Fox 64 kind of remakes and not the original Star Fox. I think the original base game in every franchise will probably never be touched by Nintendo in a significant way. How long do you think they want? I mean, I know we say this because Pokemon Red and Blue has technically been remastered, but Pokemon Company does their own thing. They don't really care what Nintendo says. They're going to do what they want. How long do you think they want? And the Nintendo E3 Direct would be, personally, I would like it to be 30 minutes with very little filler. Sadly, I think it'll be 45 minutes with filler. What's filler to you, Luke Skywalker? See, when I hear people say, I don't want filler, what I'm hearing is, I don't want to hear about games. I only want to hear about the games I want to hear about. I don't care about games other people want to hear about. Because what is filler? Filler, typically in Nintendo Directs, are games that you're not interested in. Be it indie games, be it some third-party games. You just want a mega hit after mega hit, right? You want Splatoon 3, you want Breath of the Wild 2, you want Zelda 35th Anniversary information, you want Mario Kart 9, you know, you want Super Mario Galaxy 2, you want the rumored Donkey Kong game, you want this, you want that. You just want big hit after big hit after big hit, which everyone wants. Big announcement after big announcement. But, like, the filler is important, too, because that's what fills out the lineup. Filler literally fills out the lineup for Nintendo. So I don't know why we're worried about filler. Filler's good. That's when we get awesome. Like, filler is how we might hear about Hollow Knight Silksong. You might not consider that filler. It's an indie game. Is it really that big a deal in comparison to the Nintendo games? No. But that would be filler. You know, I think that filler is important. I think the worry you have is the balance of filler versus big announcement, right? So if they do 45 minutes, you're worried there'll be 3 big announcements, one at the beginning, one in the middle, one at the end, right? And then the rest is filler. Well, that might be the case. Who knows? But I like filler. Again, I don't think there's any such thing as a bad Nintendo Direct. I think there is such thing as Nintendo Directs that give you bangers and Nintendo Directs that give you more filler content. And I don't think there's anything wrong with either approach. I always hope every Direct has at least one banger. For E3, I always expect like 2 or 3. And if we get more than that, I mean, geez. And, you know, Breath of the Wild 2 is kind of expected at this point. So that's one banger that we expect. Beyond that, you know, maybe we'll see Splatoon 3 again. But I don't know what else, you know, that we can expect. You know, it doesn't really feel like Metroid Prime 4 is anywhere near ready. Maybe it is. Maybe they will show it off. But it doesn't get the feeling, you know, maybe it's Bayonetta 3. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's the best thing about Nintendo's E3, about everyone's E3, is you don't know what's going to happen. It could be awesome. It could just be okay. Either way, it's awesome, period. You want to know why it's awesome, period? Because We know when Nintendo's going to give us information. On the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, we are getting new news from Nintendo. Actual news, not rumors, not reports, not leaks. Real news. You guys always tell, oh, rumor prime, rumor this, rumor that. Okay, well, Nintendo's dropping the goods in June. So I'll let you know what the news is when we get it. Right? Like, I can't talk about the news. It ain't happening yet. There's not a lot of gaming news happening right now besides the Apple versus Epic thing, which we're not really covering because it's just not something that I think my audience is acutely going to care that I cover, right? It doesn't really directly affect Nintendo, even though it sort of does because Switch players play Fortnite against mobile players, but it doesn't really have that big of an impact for most of my audience. So I haven't been covering it outside of a few mentions here and there when some interesting stuff comes up. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream where Epic Games, wanted Nintendo games on the Epic Games Store. So like, yeah, I pay attention to what's going on out there. I'm aware of all the gaming news. We just don't cover everything here at the channel because we're focused more on Nintendo. But I will cover outside topics, Xbox, PlayStation, etc. when it's something that I have something to say. Otherwise, I just, that's cool. That's neat. I don't really have an opinion. So yeah, I'm all for it. The longer the better, man. Give me an hour. And the thing is, E3 is going to rock anyways because of, you know what's happening at Nintendo Prime, right? We're giving away $3,500 worth of stuff, right? With over 300 winners. You realize that we got collectibles, we've got merchandise, we've got like official merchandise, not like Nintendo Prime merchandise. Although I might have some of that ready if people want to buy it, but I don't expect anyone to actually care about buying Nintendo Prime merch. So yeah, we'll have accessories, we'll have consoles, we'll have games. So many games we're giving away. We'll have eShop gift cards and so much stuff. Like it's gonna be a baller E3, regardless of what Nintendo does, because we're treating it like Gamer Christmas and trying to give as many people stuff as we can. Let's see here. What will be your reaction to suppose the Switch Pro isn't revealed at E3? I don't expect the Switch Pro to. So I put this on Twitter, and I'm gonna restate this right now. I do not. Is there some mic popping? Is the mic popping? Hold on. There's one thing I can do. I don't know why it's popping. It shouldn't be. It should not be popping. But there's one thing I could do to fix that. Maybe. Is the popping better now? Is it better? Is the popping better? Is the popping better? That's what I need to know. Is it better? There's a setting I just changed that supposedly is supposed to eliminate the popping, but I don't know if it does. Let me listen. It's better. Okay. All right. One thing is my mic might be turned up too loud too. I'm gonna go look at the voice meter quick. Thank you so much. See, this is what we're doing. We're focusing on stuff, and it is possible. I turned the mic down just a smidge as well. I just wanna when you say the mic is fine, sometimes the pops happen specifically when the mic hits the red area. So you'll say like a P, and that P hits hard in the red, and then it makes a crackle, makes a pop, etc. But there is a setting here. So again, this is all great. We're doing so many streams heading up to E3 because we need to have all this sorted out for E3. I don't want any issues during E3. So I changed an audio setting here that took care of that. So that's good. That's good. Moving on. Thank you for letting me know. Wish I would have solved that earlier in the stream. Giveaways. Yeah, the giveaways are just things we're announcing that we're giving away at E3. It's not like, I'm going crazy over here and giving away stuff today. All of our giveaways are being delayed to E3 unless we hit the membership goal. Membership goal is different. That's just a whole separate giveaway if we hit the membership goal, which is just 5 new members. No Metroid Prime 4. I don't think we're going to see Metroid Prime 4. This is like our 25th anniversary stream. What's your 25th anniversary? You mean like Sega's 25th? Sonic's 25th? Oh my God, Mac time. Yeah, I don't know if we're playing the HC song tonight. I wouldn't plan on it. Tell us about Switch Pro. What would you like to know? What would you like to know about Switch Pro? OLED screen, 7 inches. Supposedly going into mass production this summer. To come out end of this year or by March of 2022. That's like the information that's out there. A bunch of different companies talking about it like it exists. bunch of outlets, Bloomberg and Wall Street Journal and IGN, and obviously various YouTubers and Twitter leakers and everyone, and their uncle thinks the Switch Pro is coming. That has any clout out there. There's obviously going to be people who doubt everything until it's officially announced, and that's fine. That I think that's a way to just temper people's expectations. But by the way, what I want to say about Switch Pro is do not expect, members, Corey Bow, members, gotta hit the join button. So here's the thing, guys. I said this on Twitter. I'm gonna say it again. Do not expect Switch Pro announced at E3. So someone asked earlier, how are you gonna feel if Switch Pro isn't announced at E3? Fine. Why would they announce Switch Pro at E3? Let me ask you. Let me ask anyone in the chat. When do you think Switch Pro is coming out? Like, if it's coming out this year, fine. But when this year? When do you think Switch Pro is coming out? This is going to be a simple answer for why Nintendo won't talk about it at E3. Just consider, when do you think Switch Pro is coming out? November, end of year, November, early October, holiday around December. Okay. So it seems to be that the consensus is that maybe September at the earliest, otherwise last 3 months of this year or next year, right? So basically everyone's saying it's either coming towards the end of this year or it's coming next year. Okay, that seems to be what everyone's saying, right? Right? I haven't seen anyone in the chat say it's coming in July. It's coming in August. Everyone's saying September, October, November, December, January, February, March, right? That's kind of the months that everyone's targeting. So let me tell you something. If it's coming then, why the hell would Nintendo announce it at E3 and kill Switch sales? Why would they just decide, hey, for 4 or 5 months, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, we don't want you to buy a Switch because we have a Switch Pro coming? Why would Nintendo talk about it when it's not coming for a little while? If you remember, when they announced the new Nintendo 3DS, they announced it, released it 2 months later. They announced the Switch Lite, released it a month later. They announced this, released it 2 months later. Every time they have a new system that makes people get hyped, but also can negatively impact sales of the current system, they try not to announce it until you're about a month or two away from it actually releasing. That way they keep momentum of the current sales up until that announcement. Now, the difference, obviously, is when you're announcing a new generation of hardware, because no matter when you announce a new generation of hardware, that's always going to affect the current gen in general. Sony tries to counteract that effect by releasing big games in that final year to keep people buying the system, and obviously COVID added a whole kink into everyone's plans, over the last year. But the point is that Nintendo has no reason, no business, unless you think they're releasing this thing in July or August. If you seriously think that Switch Pro is coming out in July or August, yes, they will talk about it at E3. But if you believe the reports, they're not even going in the mass production until June and July. So how the hell are they releasing in July and August? So, no, Switch Pro isn't going to be at E3. This is just a logic thing. Now, if Switch Pro is at E3 and I'm proven wrong, sweet, right? Sweet. That's something I want to be proven wrong on. Just like I want to be proven it's time to party!
Ocean 012. Thank you for the $2.
All right. Thank you so much, Ocean012. You said, do you know how much the Switch Pro is going to cost? So, according to Samus Hunter, the only person I've seen on anything regarding Switch Pro to even come close to talking about pricing is that it's going to be more expensive than the current Switch. So, $349, $400. I'm guessing $400. Because I don't think Nintendo is changing, right? I don't think Nintendo is changing the price point of the OG Switch and the Lite. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I think Corey Bone mentioned earlier something about how 2 words, price cut. Another word, sold out, record numbers, 30 million, 25 million. Nintendo ain't cutting prices. Nintendo's not cutting prices when Switch is selling better than it's ever done. I'm just throwing that out there. When new 3DS came out and the price was cut on the OG 3DS sales were going like this. Switch sales are going like this. Nintendo ain't cutting price as long as Switch sales are going up. I'm just letting you know. There is going to be no price cut on Switch this holiday, even if Switch Pro comes out, because the sales are going like this. Until the sales start going like this, there will not be a price cut. This is just business 101. Nintendo likes money. They're selling out of the current model, OG model of Switch worldwide. Selling out of it, not the Switch Lite per se, but they're selling out of the OG Nintendo Switch worldwide. There are weeks it is hard to get. They're not lowering the price of that thing anytime soon until people stop buying it. Cheers, by the way. So, I would love for them to price cut, by the way. This isn't me saying I don't want them to price cut. I'm just a logical person. I watched Nintendo over the years. They do not price cut until sales are nosediving. Then they price cut to try to boost sales. So as long as sales are going strong, they ain't cutting anything. Now, if Switch Pro comes out, and that does incredibly well, and then the sales of Switch Lite and the sales of the OG Switch nosedive, so say those sales go down while Pro goes up, then they will price adjust next year and drop the price probably heading into summer. But there's no shot of a price cut when Nintendo is selling out of every single Switch they manufacture. There is no chance in hell. Nintendo Switch is peaking now. Price cuts don't happen. But Corey, who do they have to undercut? The Series S? Oh, is it because the Pro will be $400, the same as a PlayStation 5 all digital? That you can't buy because they're also impossible to get? How has the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S affected Switch sales? They haven't. Switch is still the number 1 selling platform every single month. Now, some of that's because there's more Switches available. But even if there were more of the other ones available, the Switch would still be selling the numbers it's selling. It's not like the Switch is selling better because it's more available than it would be if the other systems were more available. Right? It's not like the Switch would sell less if there was more PlayStation 5s on the market. That's not going to make the Switch sell less. The whole undercutting the competition. What competition? Nintendo's number 1. They're the market leader. They need to undercut Nintendo. Nintendo ain't got to worry about undercutting them. They need to undercut Nintendo. But they're not because they're also selling out. Nobody needs to undercut anybody. The only competition that's out there for the Switch, if we're just being realistic, what is the Switch, right? It's a hybrid platform, primarily a handheld, but you can also dock it, play on your TV. Switch Pro supposedly does 4K, DLSS, all that stuff. Okay, right? That's what the Switch Pro supposedly does. So think about this logically, right? The competition obviously includes Microsoft and Xbox. Both of them are not doing things the way Nintendo is. Neither of those platforms factually replace a handheld. Okay? They try. You can stream, from those platforms to like your phone or whatever, but it doesn't really work, right? So then the competition is mobile phones, right? Well, we obviously know that despite mobile phones, modern mobile phones being more powerful than a Switch, it hasn't affected Switch because Switch just gets higher quality games. Okay? So the games and the controls separated it out from a phone. Okay, plus it's cheaper than a lot of the phones that actually are more powerful. All right, so there's that factor. Then you consider, okay, GPD Win 2. There's also a couple other mobile PC options coming out. All of them, the cheapest of them is $700. Switch is already less than half of that price. So if you think about the actual competition for Switch, they are the cheapest option on the market. Even with a $400 Pro, that would be the cheapest option on the market for what they're offering. Because Microsoft and Sony ain't touching them. They're doing a different thing. They're going traditional console route. The Switch isn't traditional console. Switch has kind of created its own market. And what's happening is the companies that are trying to make these portable pocket PCs are the ones that are attempting to get into that market. And they are being successful at it to a small degree. All the Kickstarters and everything, they're making money, right? Millions of dollars. Like Nintendo's making like millions of dollars a day. Those Kickstarters will make millions of dollars in 6 months. So is the demand really there in comparison to Nintendo for those smaller form factor portable handheld PCs? No, because the demand won't be there until the price comes down. They need to find a way to bring the price down to match Switch. If they could take a GPD Win 2 and charge $300, then Nintendo can be like, oh shit, we probably can't be charging $300 for a system that is like 1/8 of the power of a GPD Win 2. But it doesn't matter because that's not the reality of the market. Those systems are stupidly expensive. So, they're expensive for a reason. I'm not saying they're overpriced. There's a difference between saying they're expensive and overpriced. They're factually expensive, but they're not overpriced. Not for the hardware in them. So, it's one of those things that Nintendo has no reason to cut price. Nintendo has never, in the history of their company, cut the price of their platform when they're peaking. They always cut it in the down years. That's what people say, oh, why are they still charging $250 for the Wii in 2010? Because 2010 was the first time that Nintendo really had a down year. So they eventually cut the price of the Wii. But it took them 4 years. Now you'd be like, oh, but 4 years of Switch. Yeah, the difference is the peak years of Wii happened like out the gate. 2007, 2008, 2009. Happened out the gate. Switch is happening year 4, now year 5 maybe, year 6. Who knows how long the peak's going to last. Nintendo ain't cutting no prices when they're selling out. Sales need to go down before price cuts go down. It's a simple supply and demand. Nintendo is a business. They are actually ran right now by someone who's extremely business savvy and cares about money, money, money. Okay? Shintaro Furukawa is not an idiot. He's watched Nintendo nosedive a bunch. He's going to keep the price where the market will bear it. And once the market stops bearing that $300 price, then they'll lower it. Right now, you can argue if anything gets a price cut, it's 2DS. 2DS might get a price cut because I'm sure you guys are aware it's super easy to get a 2DS, right? Or 2DS. I'm sorry, Switch Lite. Sorry, I don't know why I called it a 2DS. Switch Lite. It's super easy to get a Switch Lite, right? Super easy because there's not really that high of demand for a Switch Lite, right? People kind of begrudgingly buy Switch Lite. Now, it's good for kids. Switch Lite's great for kids. My kids, I plan to get to the Switch Lites eventually. Like, Switch Lites are great for kids, but most people want a Switch that they can at least have the option to put on their TV. And you just don't get that with Switch Lite. So it's actually pretty easy to get a Switch Lite. And I think the ease of getting it's going to lead to Nintendo either discontinuing the Switch Lite someday or lowering the price. That could see a price cut to $170. But the original base model Switch at $300, that ain't going anywhere for a while. We have a $5 make it holler. Let's go.
And no, I can't hear the music. What's up, Ray? Thank you for the $5.
All right. We got $5 in from Ray. Says, what do you think are the big hitters for the rest of this year? I'm definitely on the side of Breath of the Wild 2 being slated for this year. Breath of the Wild 2 is the big holiday game combined with Pokemon remakes. Obviously, we already know what was a Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, right? Those are the ones for this holiday. So that's going to be like the double whammy this holiday. So we're sort of in the summer. I think they're going to hit us with something in October. Because I think Breath of the Wild is going to end up being in November. I think they're going to put Pokemon either also in November, which Pokemon companies sometimes will double it up like that, or they'll wait till, or maybe they'll go in October, or maybe they'll go in December. But either December or October will be a different game from Nintendo. I'm guessing another big hitter. It could really be anything. It could be that 3D Donkey Kong game that's supposedly being made. I'll do DK all the way, baby. DK all the way. It could be that. Although I feel like DK might be a great end of summer game to throw. Like August, right? August would be great for a DK game. But maybe I'm just thinking that because of Tropical Freeze. I don't know. I'm trying to think. What other heavy hitters could they have coming? I mean, Bayonetta 3. I think Bayonetta 3 is way further along than anyone knows, just because they haven't talked about it. It came out from the guys behind the game. They're like, hey, we would love to talk about Bayonetta 3, but Nintendo controls when we can. They keep saying Bayonetta 3 is progressing well. Bayonetta 3 is progressing well. That's all Nintendo will let them say. This is Platinum Games. This is an IP they created. I bet you Bayonetta 3 is almost done. And I think that's dropping. The problem is Bayonetta 3 isn't necessarily a big selling game. I think it's have its best selling entry right now. But it's not like a mover, right? That feels like another game that could be like dropped in the summer. It could even go in July with Cyber Sword, right? It's not going to really affect anything. So what's that big hitter going to be? Are we going to get a Mario Kart 9? I don't know now. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold 10 million this last year. Are they really going to let that train stop? Which they can, because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, sold 10 million, and maybe it's going to sell another 10 million. But Mario Kart 9 might sell 20 to 30 million in the first year, right? Like that's, you say, well, why would they release Mario Kart 9? Mario Kart 8 sold, well, because Mario Kart 9 is going to sell 30 million in 1 year. It's going to Animal Crossing it. It's going to Animal Crossing it in 1 year. That's why you release it, because 10 million's nice, 30 million's better. But I don't know. There's supposedly a new game being made by the team behind that in ARMS. That maybe that one comes out. We know next year's looking decent so far, right? We got Splatoon 3. We got Pokemon Legends Arceus. 2022 is shaping up decent right now. So I'm not quite sure what the other big hitter is going to be. There's a lot of... Here's the thing. There's a lot of unknowns with Nintendo right now. They have a lot of money being pumped into game development, but not a lot of games actually known. If you think about what we know, it's Metroid Prime 4, Breath of the Wild 2, Splatoon 3. And then the games that are already on the release site, like Mario Golf and Skyward Sword HD. We don't actually know. I feel like maybe Zelda's 35th anniversary could be a fill in there. Maybe we get Twilight Princess HD, the Wind Waker HD combo pack. Something like that. I don't know. I feel like Zelda's 35th anniversary could be the big lean in the holidays besides Pokemon. I think that's probably Nintendo's strategy. It doesn't mean there won't be other big games. I just think there's going to be like a leaning on that, maybe. I don't know. I want all the games. Nintendo, give us an end of 2020 the way we got an end of 2019. You guys remember 2019's end? Dude, the last 6 months of 2019 was banger after banger. Some months with multiple bang. I mean, there was like 6 or 7 huge games that came out in the second half on Switch from like that Nintendo was involved in some way. That was a great end of a year. I hope that's kind of what's going to happen now, right? So, we get the 35th anniversary stuff. Yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? So much more could be coming. Thank you so much, by the way, for the $5 super chat. We'll get that like good old. What are we doing? It's a Bud Light Seltzer. We got the Peach Lemonade open right now. That's the shot we're doing right now. The Bud Light Seltzer Peach Lemonade. Yeah, dude. 4 bangers for. What are the other 2? I'm not thinking of the artist. And I kept thinking when I said Pokemon Legends Arceus and Splatoon 3, I'm like, God, but there's some. I know there's like 1 or 2 other games, and I'm just not thinking of them. Care to remind me? It is a fizzy one. Yep, it's a seltzer, guys. It's a seltzer. So that literally means fizzy water. So yeah, it's a fizzy. Let's see here. Nintendo hates the idea of Mario RPGs too much nowadays. Would they package the Wind Waker and TP on a cartridge, or would they put 2 cartridges in one package? They would just put them both on one cartridge. They could easily put both on one cartridge. Those games aren't very big. They could easily put both on one cartridge. That's not even a problem. They wouldn't need 2 cartridges. They wouldn't need to do 1 cartridge and a download code. They could give you both on a single cartridge. Monster Hunter Stories 2. Yep, that comes this summer. Project Triangle Strategy. Yep. And Metroid Prime 4. Oh, see, the Artisan, we don't know that Metroid Prime 4 is next year. I don't count MP4. MP4, I don't have any guess on a launch year until we see it. That game, let's just say that game's in development hell. You don't have a game 2 years into development get scrapped and completely switch developers if it's not in development hell. And now it's being made by a studio that made the original trilogy but has barely anyone from the original team, and it's had to hire a whole bunch of talent over the last couple of years because the studio was depleted and unable to finish whatever project they were working on. So now you go from a studio that clearly wasn't doing a good job to it to another studio that hasn't completed a game in 7 years. Metroid Prime 4 is in development hell. Doesn't mean development's not going well, but yeah, I'm not so sure that I really expected to come. I mean, I'm almost at the point that I'm not even sure Metroid Prime 4 comes out on Switch at all. I almost am worried it might get delayed to the new gen Switch. And that's weird. It was announced in 2017. And yet it still might not be out 7 years later, 8 years later. So, yeah. So I don't count that for 2022 until we know more. But yeah, Project Triangle Strategy is a 2022 game, at least as far as Square has said. Hoping they get Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars remake if Geno is not. Geno is not coming to Smash. God. Enough of this Geno. You realize every single possible thing that's ever made it sound like Geno is coming to Smash has been fake? All of it. There has never been a legit hint or leak that Geno is coming to Smash. It's not happening. And there's a debate over who owns Geno. Okay? Because it's like a Square character in a Nintendo game. There's a whole debate over that too. So there's like an IP licensing thing with Geno as well. So Geno is like not coming. God. It's an obscure character in a game that isn't even that popular. It's not. Go look at the sales. It's not as popular as you think it is. Yeah, I think Geno has a costume. I do think that happens. Oh, you know it's coming. Well, before we get into it,
Thank you, designer / gamer plays, for your $9.99.
woo! Thank you so much, designer / gamer plays, for the $9.99. Not quite up to the high shot level of $15, so we get a Jägermeister going, but I will get that seltzer all poured for you and ready to go. Let's see here. Thank you so much, though. I really appreciate that support. I'm surprised you didn't attach a message. You didn't have a message? Didn't have a question? Just wanted to show some love. I appreciate it. Cheers. Let me see here. Chance of F-Zero. I've not heard any real rumors that F-Zero could happen, but I have a theory. So Samus Hunter told me that the team behind ARMS and Mario Kart, because it's the same team, different directors, but same team, same development team, made Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and made ARMS, that team is working on a game, and she doesn't think that it is Mario Kart 9. Doesn't mean it's not a sequel to ARMS. That's always possible. But if it's not a sequel to ARMS, and it's not Mario Kart 9 because they decided we're going to punt on Mario Kart 9 until next gen, which they could easily do. What are they working on? Well, wouldn't it be great if they were working on an F-Zero? Because what's the best time to bring out an F-Zero than right now? You already have a Mario Kart, port from Wii or from Wii U that's selling incredibly well, so you can argue you don't need to release a new one. Plus, you had Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, so you can argue, okay, that was kind of our new Mario Kart this gen. Not a huge selling one, but still one that sold okay, has a physical product attached. Now, let's get out F-Zero. See if we can revitalize that franchise. The thing is, Shintaro, the thing that makes me question... yeah.
Mr. Gibbs with the $50.
$50 make you holler. Holy crud. The unknown. Well, here's the problem with the unknown tonight. The unknown mystery shot last time. The unknown mystery shot last time was indeed a really old shot of Captain Morgan Pumpkin Blast or Pumpkin Spice or whatever that was 4 years old with the cap that's been open for 4 years. And yeah, oh dude, I had to slap it. Had to slap myself. I couldn't believe it happened. Mr. Gibbs with the 50. So, we're going to go with a mixed shot today for the mystery. I already planned this ahead of time in case this did happen, because we did have a 50 last time, so I always got to be prepared. So, we're mixing a Yag. So, we got half a Yag. Okay, we're mixing a Yag. And we're going to mix it. Nah, you know what? No. I was going to mix it with the Seltz. That was my original plan. But now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it's only right to mix the Jaeger with some Captain Morgan Cannon Blast. So we got a mixed shot here. Half and half. Fully mixed. I think if I would have put the Seltz in, it would have been a little too tasty, right? Little lemonade Seltz with the Jaeger. Yeah, might have been a little too tasty. So we're going Cannon Blast and Jaeger. Kind of, it almost feels like a punishment. And for this punishment, we're going to get our Dr. Pepper Cherry Zero. Actually, you know what? No. We're not going to do that. We're going to be a good boy. Aquafina. No, they're not a sponsor. That's just the only water. That was available. Take a little swig quick. At the store, our water is undrinkable at our house, so we have to buy a lot of bottled water. All right. Thank you so much, Gibbs. I appreciate that support, man. That was a big one. And again, no message, right? I'm pretty sure there was no message with that one. What's up with our two biggest super chats of the night? People aren't messaging. I guess they just want to dono. Well, I appreciate it. I wish Gibbs would talk in the chat, but you know what? Maybe he's at work. Maybe he's got something going on. He just wanted to stop by and show some support. Thank you for that. Gotta have a whole lot of water. I'm gonna need a lot of water after this one. Here we go. Here's the Jaeger with Captain Morgan Cannon Blast. Two different boozes, because you're supposed to mix them, right? Right? That's what they tell you to do. When you turn 21 and they say, hey, have a 3 wise men. Hey, have a 4 corners. Hey, why not have the 4 horsemen while you're at it as well? And then you don't remember the rest of the night. Not a good idea. Cheers, man. Oh! Mr. Brian C. says, cheers to the community. Lots of love for all the support for Nate being in a chill chat. That's right. And we got another $5 dono. Man, the donos are popping off tonight. Thank you guys so much for the support. Like, seriously, before I get into the party mode for this lax, and I got you. You're talking about Master Chief. I got you. Hold on. Well, almost got you. 1 second. My headphones are caught on my chair. Probably because I spinned last time. Ugh. Headphones! The thing is, I have wireless headphones that I want to use for streams, and I want to have them for E3. But Yulia's mom, aka my future mother-in-law, has it. So, Lax, I'm going to get to you in a moment, but I just want to say, shout out to all of you guys in the community. You guys have been great, right? Not just during the live streams, in general. Viewership on the channel is up, subscribers on the channel is up. I think people are getting really excited as we get close to E3. Heck, I think we just had a video this last weekend do like 40K on the channel. I don't even know how the hell that happened. Like, it was a topic I talked about during the Nintendo Prime podcast on Wednesday. So, like, I waited to release it for the weekend because I didn't think it was that big a deal, right? Like, I drop videos on weekends that I don't think are time sensitive. I didn't feel that was time sensitive because I already talked about it. And yet, it blew up. It was just nice. It's been a nice sentiment to see the community come out strong during streams, see the community come out strong on the channel. You guys are awesome. You guys are making this fun. This is not my job. I would love someday if YouTube was my job, but this isn't. It's not my job. I don't make enough, right? In general, don't make enough on the channel. This isn't me saying, give me money. I have a job. How do you think E3 got paid for? Like, thousands of dollars spent on E3. Okay, I have over $3,000 invested in E3 right now between the giveaways, the set, the equipment, this $1,300 camera, and a whole bunch of other crap, right, that I bought for E3. That's more than the channel made all year. I have a job. I'm not dumb. But what I am is someone who likes to party. Mr. LAX with the $5. Saying, do you think Master Chief is coming to Smash? That's a loaded question. I think there is a chance that Master Chief can come to Smash. Absolutely. Can't say never. Microsoft already let us have Banjo. Phil Spencer has come up publicly on multiple occasions and said he would gladly let Master Chief be in Smash. So there's no resistance from Microsoft. They will gladly, any of their characters. Microsoft wants all their characters to be in Smash. They now have all the Bethesda IP. Put Fall Guy in there. Like any of the characters, right? They want anyone and everyone in Smash. I think gamers would love if Master Chief was in Smash. I think there is something that's happening where I wonder if the only thing holding back Master Chief being in Smash is Nintendo thinking, hey, here's the deal. We got to think about this for a moment as a company. If we add Master Chief to Smash, right? That is the mascot for them, right? Master Chief's been on multiple Xbox boxes, Xbox Series X. He's literally, his new game's on the back of the box and it's still not out yet. It's coming out this holiday now. So, like, Master Chief is clearly their mascot. It's their Mario. To put him on there would be amazing. Then it's like, but can we do that? Can we do that and handle the fact that everyone's going to expect someone from Sony, whether it's Nathan Drake, whether it's, I don't even know, Kratos, right? They're going to expect one of their characters to come to Smash, and I don't think Sony's playing ball. I just don't think Sony is going to play along with that. So that's the thing. Nintendo has to be aware. If we add Master Chief, fans will expect a character from Sony, and Sony's not going to play along. So do they add Master Chief? Sly Cooper, sure. But do they add Master Chief knowing that Sony's not going to play along? To unite the companies into one game that only sells on Nintendo platforms. That's the only thing. It's not anything with Microsoft and Nintendo. They work together. It's the expectations it creates with fans to be like, oh, are we going to get, just like when it was such a big deal, right before Reggie retired, right? At the Game Awards, we got Reggie Fils-Aimé, Phil Spencer, and the guy from Sony. Which guy was it? Was it Ryan? I feel like it was Jim Ryan. I got all three of them on stage at the Game Awards together. Never happened. We've never seen all three console manufacturers on stage together. It was a great moment. It was only soured by the fact that Reggie was retiring in like 4 months. We didn't know that at the time either. So like that's the only thing that soured it a bit is, oh, we've got them all together, but would have almost been better to see Shigeru Miyamoto or someone, whose legacy at the company is going to be around forever. Whereas Reggie, I feel like you get 20 years out, a lot of people aren't going to really care so much about Reggie anymore. Hate saying that, but from Nintendo's perspective, hey, like he was just Nintendo of America. It wasn't a global thing. And yeah, he was a big deal for a while, but also like he's not the legend that Miyamoto is. Not even the legend that Iwata was. So I think it's one of those that it would have been nice to get someone else on the stage besides Reggie, as much as I love Reggie. But yeah, I don't think they're going to add a Sony character, so I think they'll avoid Master Chief because of it. But never say never. Microsoft wants it to happen. Phil wants it to happen. Nintendo would probably like it to happen, but Smash fans are pretty ruthless. So if we get Master Chief, they're gonna if they're gonna do Master Chief, it has to be the last character of the pack, right? And they have to say we are not doing any more DLC packs for this game, and this is the final character we're adding. That then would make fans excited and then not expect Sony characters because Nintendo admitted, hey, this is the last one we're adding. But we'll see. I would love for Master Chief to be added, by the way. One, it's another shooter. I don't know that we have enough shooty guys in the game, so I like adding some more shooty guys. And obviously, he's an icon. Whether you like Microsoft or not, whether you like Xbox, whether you think they're a good company, whether you like Phil Spencer. I happen to like Phil Spencer, but if you don't like him, you hate Microsoft. You hate people who play Fortnite. Maybe you even hate people who play Halo. Everyone can admit Master Chief is an icon. He's on freaking cans of Mountain Dew. He's on Dorito bags. He's on the back of system boxes. He's iconic. Master Chief is iconic. He's a perfect kind of character to add to Smash Bros. And we all know it. So I think Smash fans would be stoked. Xbox fans would be stoked. I think there's a lot of crossover with Xbox and Switch fans right now. So I think it would be a good get, but we'll see. Again, Phil wants it to happen, so I'm not going to say never. I just think Nintendo is worried about Sony and the expectations there. Now, maybe they worked out something with Sony ahead of time. Maybe we are getting a Sony character. Like, I think if the next character is a Sony character, if they announce a Sony character, we're getting Master Chief. It's happening. Like, you just book it. If the next character they announce is like Kratos, it's over. We're getting Master Chief. If that happens. But I think it's more likely we get like Crash Bandicoot. Used to be associated with Sony, but it's not really owned by Sony. It's owned by Activision. Just had a couple games on Switch. I know that Activision's kind of given up on the character, but hey, whatever. Man, I feel bad for Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob being forced to work on Call of Duty. Damn. They did a good. Like Crash 4 is a pretty good game. That's, like, it's a good game. Just people aren't that into Crash, you know? He doesn't have the selling power of Mario, not even the selling power of Sonic, you know? Think about how much money Reggie made with Nintendo to retire well before the age of 60 after working from Wii to Switch in a span of less than 20 years. He also was a big deal. He was an upper, was it the CEO? I can't remember. What was his exact position at Pizza Hut? He was on the board. I know that. He was an upper echelon person. He came up with the Bigfoot Pizza. He was a big deal at Pizza Hut before he ever went to, so he was already making bank at Pizza Hut. So he wasn't just making bank at Nintendo. Reggie's been making bank for a long time. Now, need to be clear. Nintendo doesn't pay their CEOs, their presidents in the same way that, say, Activision does, in the same way that, say, Amazon pays Jeff Bezos, right? All these billions of dollars. That's not the way Nintendo allocates money. Reggie was compensated well, no doubt. But, I mean, to think he was making more than, say, maybe $1 million or $2 million a year is probably unrealistic for the way Nintendo budgets things. So, Reggie was definitely making a lot, especially since his face was out there a lot. But yeah, I think I think even he was already probably pretty well set up from his prior job. Reggie worked his way up the ranks, by the way. He earned his position. He wasn't never handed anything. If you ever look up the story of Reggie Fils-Aimé, he worked his way up. He worked his way up from childhood through college, from the bottom to the top. You know, he's a good story of hard work getting somewhere in America. Luke Skyward says, question, what if you could instantly get a fully fledged next-gen entry in a Nintendo franchise, but to do so, you must sacrifice another Nintendo IP to do so? What IPs do you choose? Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of IPs that can sacrifice, right? Like, let's just think about it. We want a next-gen entry in a franchise, right? You know, would I be willing to give up Star Fox for something? Probably. Nintendo hasn't proven they can do anything super creative with Star Fox and Star Fox Adventures. It's been really, like, Star Fox Zero is fine. It's a good game, but it's just not creative. I don't think Nintendo's it knows how to be creative with that franchise. So I could sacrifice Star Fox to bring back even something like Wave Race. I love Wave Race. You know, Star Tropics. You know, something like that. Like any of these F-Zero, like any of these old games that we haven't seen, or Snowboard Kids, 1080. Nintendo owns the IP, by the way. They own 1080, they own Snowboard Kids. Where are those games? Feels like a good time to bring them back. We just got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Feels like a good time to bring those games back. People are itching for those games from the 90s. So, something like that I think could go well. Hey, we have a new member! New member! Yeah. I can't pronounce that name, though. Is that Russian? It's some... Oh, man. Let me know. What country is that name from? The person who says it. Thank you so much, Jovakin. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Welcome to the champions. Yeah, man. Have I played Skyrim before? I mean, which version are we talking about? Have I played Skyrim? Thank you so much for joining the members. That's 1 out of 5. And it worked. Look, it worked. Normally the member goal count doesn't go up. It's actually working today. Cool. 4 more to go for a giveaway. Yeah, man, that's pretty cool, huh? Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, I played Skyrim. Are you kidding me? I have it on PC. I had it on Xbox 360. I had it on don't have it on Switch, surprisingly. I'm actually surprised I never. Jovakin, let's use okay. Yeah, I have no idea what country that's from. Is it German? Is it German? I have no idea. It just doesn't feel like American. But maybe it is. Maybe I'm just an idiot. It's not like I really understand the origin of names. I mean, I'm freaking Nathaniel Rumpelchance over here. Can anyone guess the origins of those names? I know the origins because I've done my family tree. But it's funny too because like my highest percentages have nothing to do with my last name. Let's switch speeds a little bit here. Chat's moving a little bit slow, just a little bit slow, not that slow. Luke Skyward says least favorite Nintendo franchise. Am I gonna get flamed for this? Do I get flamed for this? I feel like you guys aren't gonna be happy with me. My least favorite Nintendo franchise. Super Smash Bros. I feel the fire coming. I know. I'm sorry. Stop booing me. Come on. Oh, we gotta.
Another champion has joined the ranks, Mr. Mariano J. Rivera.
Welcome to the Champions Club, Mariana J. Rivera. Thank you so much for becoming a champion at Nintendo Prime. I really appreciate that support. That's 2 out of 5 sponsors, 3 more to go, and we will have a giveaway during the stream. And this giveaway is open to everyone. It's not just open to members, but the members enable the giveaways, so you should really thank them, no matter who wins. All right, so I'm going to talk about one of the things we're giving away during E3. I talked about it in a video today, showed it a bit off on Twitter, but I haven't really got to do. Oh, we got Gibbs. Hold up.
Gibbs became an Eternal. Holy crap! Hold on.
I don't even know what that just sounded like. Hold on. You became an Eternal. Wait a second. Hold up. I don't even remember what. Okay, we have not had anyone at Eternal rank yet. You're the first one, and I don't remember what Eternal rank is because I set up Eternal rank a while ago. But I know it's one of our higher ranks. So hold on. Whoa! What's happening with my computer right now? You're not freezing on me, are you? I'm just trying to go to YouTube Studio here. Come on. Why won't it let me click on Studio? What the heck? Well, let me click on it over here. Oh, wow. Is YouTube Studio down? That would be crazy. I've never had YouTube Studio go down before. I don't think I can get to YouTube Studio right now. I can probably get to it on my phone, but I can't check memberships on my phone. Oh, here we go. I can reload the live stream in a separate thing and then go to Studio. That's weird. Why is the Studio link not working? YouTube, come on now. Let me see what ranking that is. God, I should know this, right? I set this up. That's the 999 rank, right? Oh, wait, you're an Eternal? Wait. Was it Eternal? Eternal!
Oh, welcome to the Eternal Club. Oh, my man, he joined the $50 Eternal Club.
Oh my god, I'm so glad that auto-tunes because that sounded so bad in real life. But auto-tune fixes everything. That's the beauty of auto-tune. Thank you so much, Gibbs. Oh my gosh, welcome to the Eternal Club. I feel like I'm clearly doing at least a Yag Mom for that. Thank you so much, man, for joining it. I should be dancing. I feel like it's party time, right? I haven't partied to the members. I've been letting the members off a little easy tonight. I did party to the members yesterday, but I'm not partying to the members right now. You know, as Reggie would say, what's wrong with you? In fact, you know what? I need to set up a button. Someone remind me for E3 to set up a Reggie button that says, what's wrong with you? You guys remember that with the 3DS? If you haven't bought a 3DS yet, what's wrong with you? I need to set up that what's wrong with you as a quick hit button for E3. All right, let me get the shot in. Then we're going to party. You know what? We'll party while we do shot. What are we talking about? Why is this thing not tightening? There we go. There we go. How to tighten the old mic. All right, so we're 2 members away from a giveaway tonight, and shake it all up a little bit, get the water ready. We're gonna party like it's 19. Actually, I couldn't party in 1995. What was my legal age of partying? I was 21. Let me see. Do the math. Carry the 5. Oh man, carry the 5. 2007. 2007 is the first year I could legally party. So let's pretend it's 2007.
Wait, I need to hear the music.
Woo!
Shout out to all the new members. We got Gibbs at Eternal Status. Who can forget about Mariano? A new champion. Joined by Joe Viking.
Thank you guys so much for that support tonight. Hold up. I stopped that party too soon.
We have a legend, Andrew Schmeiser. We did it! Welcome, Ricky, to the Champion Club. You know what that means?
It means... Oh, it's giveaway time! Whoop, whoop! It's giveaway time. Thank you so much to all of our new members tonight. We have Hit 5. Legend tier, for those who don't know, is the $9.99 tier. Thank you so much for becoming a legend. Not quite an eternal. Eternal's at the top. Well, kind of a smidge below me. I feel like there's like an eternal and then like I'm the creator, right? But, I mean, I'm literally a content creator. Kind of works out, right? But we have hit the giveaway goal on our memberships. We are at 5. I'm going to reset that membership goal to 10 here in a moment. But before I reset that membership goal to 10, we are going to give away something tonight. So, let me, I don't know. We're going to be doing an eShop giveaway because that's the only giveaways I really do during live streams outside of E3. Oh my gosh, during E3, we got some really crazy stuff going on. But eShop giveaways, that's what we do right now. So let me go grab one here, an eShop gift card that everyone who's here at the stream will be able to win. So give me a second. Every single person here is going to get a chance to win this. Just hold on. I got to make sure I grab the right card here. No, I don't want a physical. I want a digital code. I almost bought a physical card. I mean, yeah, that would have been cool, but it wouldn't be here for like 2 weeks. Well, maybe 2 days. I guess I shouldn't cut myself some slack. Let's see here. I'm gonna add to cart on this one. Proceed to checkout. All right, we're gonna take this. We're gonna take care of this right now. Make sure I select the right card here. Ooh, do I not? I don't have this card on here, do I? Well, you know what they say. I have this card saved. I feel like I should have this card saved. I've used this card before. Well, all right. Let me get out of here. How you guys doing? Ooh, do we have another member? We have another member. Hold on a second here. I will get you shouted out in a moment. I am just making sure I get this giveaway going here. I gotta make sure I get this all good. All right. All right. Make sure I get this all set. We're good to go. Add it. All right. Continue. Shipping address. I got so many shipping. I've shipped out so many giveaways. There's like 30 addresses in my Amazon from all the giveaways I've shipped out from Amazon, like physical products over the years. All right. Let me get this. Let me get that in. Make sure it clears, and we're good to go. We're good to go. All right. So before I do anything with that, let me welcome another new member, a member of the Champions Club, part of Nintendo Prime, which is, I think, our second tier, right? Yeah, the first tier. Wait, no, it's the first tier. Champion's the first tier. It goes champion. For those who want to know, it goes champion, leader, legend, mythic, eternal. So champion's the $2.99 tier. Legend is the $4.99. Oh, I'm sorry. Leader is the $4.99. Legend's the $9.99. Mythic, which we don't have any members of that yet. That's the $24.99. And then eternal is our top one at $49.99. We don't have anyone bigger than that. We also, guys, by the way, we also have a Patreon in case anyone cares about supporting on Patreon as well. Patreon.com/Nintendo Prime. That's kind of our one way of diversifying where the money comes from for Nintendo Prime. Everything on YouTube comes to YouTube, and then obviously Patreon's kind of the separate. We don't have a lot of monetary value in. I think we have like 30 plus patrons, but a lot of them are like the $1 tier, which is totally fine. Every dollar counts. So thank you guys so much for that support. And we got a shout out, Mr. Michelangelo 2580. Welcome to the Champion Club. Am I reading this correctly? Gibbs. Hey, Gibbs. Mr. Gibbs. Hold on for a second. Hold on. I gotta read this correct. Okay. So if I read this correct, Gibbs, you've done a hundo tonight, haven't you? Did someone get their stimmy? I mean, you could just be, well off. And the thing is, I remember there was a time I had quite a bit of money, and I donated like 300 to Player Essence once. Shh, don't tell the fiance. This was like years ago. I donated like 300 to him once, so he could take his kid on a little vacation. Technically, no, that's good. I don't need to know where it came from. What happened? Hold on. So my fiance texted me her grades. Her final grades are in. Okay. Announcement. This is an announcement.
My fiance has shown me her final grades for the semester. You guys ready to see this? In history of race, politics, and technology, she has gotten a B+. In human development of adolescents and emerging adults, she has gotten a B. In lifespan sexuality, because of course, a sexuality class is her forte, she has gotten an A. In skill training for individual family and family interventions, she has hit a B+. Congratulations to my fiance who thought she was going to bomb out of college and instead is dominating.
I know she's not watching the stream, but I just had to shout her out, man. My fiance worked super hard to get these grades. I'm so proud of her. I'm making more proud of her than she even realizes. I'm seriously, it's a huge deal. Her degree is a really long name. Essentially boils down though, she's probably going to be a social worker. She could be a counselor as well. But it's a really long name. It's a really long name. Yulia, thanks for busting your ass. If you are watching, if you're not. So yeah, she dominated. She should be proud of those grades. We have another member come in. Oh, Ray has joined the Champions Club. Welcome, Ray, to the Champions Club. I got to update this. Hold on. So we got what? We got 7? Yeah, so if we get to 10, if we get 3 more, I'm not even going to update it to a new goal. It's every 5. So we get to 3 more, it's another giveaway. Speaking of giveaways, someone asked earlier, by the way, hey, shout out. Hey, hold on, stop. Someone want to know, When is the $100 giveaway? $100 giveaway that we did last month already done. Let's start there. That one's done. The winner has already been selected. That giveaway is over. Okay? That was last month. If you're wondering who it was, I will tell you in, I think, a week. I will publicly announce it in a week. I've already been in contact with the winner. So if you haven't been in contact with me, unfortunately, you didn't win the $100 cash. But I'll publicly announce it in a week. Had some stuff come up that pushed back when my money was going to be available. The money I have for that. It was a bill. All right. Bills happen. We're all adults. But they're getting it. They know what's up. Already have it all organized. Already have the direct payment set up ahead of time. So I will announce it in 1 week. That being said, congratulations to Yulia. Let's get going. You still haven't gotten your stimulus check? You're missing $2,000? Dude, that's tough. That's tough, Birdie. It's always tough. We did get our stimmy like 2 months ago or a month and a half ago. All right, let's get the giveaway going. To enter the giveaway, type. By the way, the giveaway is for a 20. Wait. Are we at 8?
Oh, Josh Berkowitz, welcome to the Leader Club.
The members are popping off today. This is officially the most amount of new members we have ever gotten in a stream. That's now. What's going to happen during E3? I don't know what crowds. Here's the thing. I'm trying to temper my expectations for E3. So last podcast, we had 329 people watching that podcast live. I figure, well, for E3, we're going to at least have 300 then, because we had that for a podcast. What the hell are we going to have for E3 when we're giving away $3,500 worth of stuff with 300 plus winners, plus all the live reactions, plus all the big news, plus all the announcements, plus the gaming competitions? You know, my least favorite game is Smash of Nintendo's games, and yet I'm going to have you guys go one-on-one against me in Smash to win prizes. Like, just saying, there's a pretty good chance you're probably going to win. Like, Jurassic Gamer thinks 400 plus, so my record is 900 plus. When I was going to pick up the Xbox Series X and I was streaming from this very phone, I was live streaming from my phone on a mobile network. And when I picked up the Xbox Series X on launch, we had 900 plus. I don't know if we're going to get to 900 plus. I think 300 plus should be a given, maybe 400. Anything after that's gravy. And I think we're going to have a lot of other people that are probably going to join in eventually as well. But Josh Berkowitz, thank you so much for joining the Leaders Club, joining the Members Club. Let's just be honest. Welcome to the Members Club. I actually plan to set up something in the future where we're going to have like a club room, like a boardroom, and all the members are part of the board. But I don't have that set up quite yet. All right, so hold on. I have a little green screen area set up at the moment, but I don't have my second camera is not working at the moment. When I get it working, I'll introduce our new members to the boardroom, because you're all members of the board when it comes to Nintendo Prime. Do the voice, please. Which voice? Which voice you want, Josh? Any voice for you, Josh. What do you want?
Do you want me to sing?
Or do you want me to say game over?
I also have this voice that I don't think I've used on a stream yet. And then there's this voice that I was using earlier. How's it going?
Yeah, I have no idea what voice you want me to use. I do have this, though. I haven't hit this button yet today. Yeah, I do use voice mod. Yep, I do use voice mod combined with a Stream Deck XL. And yes, I do have a lifetime license to voice mod. I bought it specifically for E3, but obviously we're going to be using it in other live streams. I have some stuff, by the way. I'm not debuting tonight or debut. I'm sorry. People get mad at me when I announce the T. I know it's debut. Okay, I know the T is silent. I'm from Wisconsin. All right, we say debut in Wisconsin.
Oh, Josh Berkowitz, you know I'll sing your name. And let's sing it one more time, Josh Berkowitz.
Happy, Ben? There you go. Welcome to becoming a member of the board. All right. You're a pro audio engineer. I use whatever Pitbull thinks sounds cool. Pitbull. Pitbull's fun. All right. If there was any crackling, I apologize. I have a button I have to hit that gets rid of the crackling. When there's certain effects I use that cause a little crackling sometimes. All right, let's get to the giveaway, right? Some people waiting in the chat for the giveaway. We're giving away a $20 Make ya holla eShop gift card. Let's go. $20. We're going big right now. All right. To enter the eShop. Oh, I'm typing it out in the chat here. To enter the $20 eShop giveaway right now, say this one time. And I'm going to tell you guys one time. Just one time. If you say this phrase twice, you are automatically eliminated by my bot that tracks this. All right, here we go. Say. Type out free money. All one word, capital F, capital M with the exclamation point. Let's go. Corey Bohm wants me to bust out the old HC song. We'll see tonight, Corey. We'll see. If the HC song comes out, that's towards the end. That's at the end of the stream. It's only 10 p.m. We're still young. The night is still young. Free money! Everybody wants some free money, right? Let's get the party music going for that free money.
When the music ends, so does the giveaway. Remember the exclamation point. Free giveaway, Neil Augusto.
All right. Giveaway entries are done. Now, let me explain. Quick. So here's the deal. If you win, you need to contact me on Twitter, at Ninty Prime on Twitter, or on our Discord server or our Guilded server. We have both linked down in the description. I don't think my Twitter is linked, but if you just look up Nintendo Prime on Twitter, you'll find me. I'm the one and only. The only reason I don't have the username Nintendo Prime, it got linked to some old account of mine that I don't use. But yeah, so at Ninty Prime on Twitter, and then otherwise Discord server and or Guilded server, again, both linked down in the description. All have donation links and other things. I think there's a link down to our E3 stream as well. If not, let me know if you want to be signed up for our E3 stream, because we already have the stream set up so you can get notifications for it. All right, so let's see who wins. You can either contact me with a screenshot of you logged in. To YouTube. I need to see a screenshot of you logged in to prove it is you. All right. So, man, we had a lot of entries. That's one of the biggest amount of entries we have had for a giveaway yet, besides people that were spamming a number one time. I had people spam numbers one time. That was not good. I said, let's try to crash the chat and spam numbers for a giveaway. And we crashed the chat. We found a way to crash the chat. It was pretty crazy. Google started like just just hiding everyone. Everyone's hidden. Everyone's hidden. All right. A lot of you guys did it correctly. Some of you guys did not. I apologize if you didn't get it correct within that time frame. I felt like it was a pretty good time frame. Let's hit the button. Let's spin that wheel, essentially. Click, 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 clickety, clack, click. All right. And the winner is... Sweet. I actually feel kind of cool about that. All right. The winner is, well, one of our new members. But which member is it? Which member is it? That's the question. Can I spell their name correctly? That's another question. There it is. Congratulations to Jovakin. The random bot has selected you as the winner. Don't worry, folks. That's the first time I think a member has ever won. I actually think that's the first time a member has ever won. You guys in the chat, let me know. Seahawks24 Rule knows. He's been here for a lot of streams. And Turkey probably knows as well. I think it's the first time a member has actually won. I don't think we've ever had a member win. That's pretty cool. Well, congrats, man. Look, your investment in me paid off. Corey Bohm's like, what? Congrats, Travakin. I was actually shocked when he brought up your name. You know, there wasn't a very high chance that a member was going to win. But it's all random, so it is what it is. I think we have a super chat, by the way. I don't want to miss that super chat. So, Travakin, contact me. I already have the code. It's already ready to go. We got a party again. How do we get anywhere in our streams with all the super chats coming in? Because we got plays coming up here.
Oh, please. Have I got a surprise for you?
Please hit us with the $5 love.
Thank you so much, Plays. So you had a question. It says, when's E3? E3 begins officially June 12th. It is the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. That is when E3 begins. So Javakin, hit me up on Twitter. Sounds good, man. Let me copy your code here. Head on over to Twitter and get you all set up to go. All right. Javakin, we be rocking it tonight. Let me go to my message request. Let me see here. All right, accept, view your screenshot here, and get you all set to go. Congratulations to Javakin. Awesome, man. You're literally shaking, he said. Literally shaking. Well, shake no more, because you are a winner of one of Nintendo Prime's giveaways. All right. Congratulations to Javakin. Hopefully it gets some good stuff with that $20 eShop gift card. All right. So, Luke Skywalker wants to know my top 5 predictions. We have another new member. Say welcome to
David Marsh became an Eternal! An Eternal! We have an Eternal!
Holy crud, you guys. You're giving me an extra workout today. Really making it earn it. Welcome, David Marsh, to the board. And so you are now a member of the board on Nintendo Prime, and you have become an Eternal. Gibbs is no longer alone. we have a new member. Welcome. That's obviously shot worthy because every time we get a member of the eternal part of the board, one step below the creator, we have the creator, then we have the eternal. When you're one step below, that's at least a shot of Jaeger. Thank you so much for joining, man. I appreciate that support. Hopefully you decide to re-up next month and the month after and the month after. Well, next month for sure, man. We got E3 going big, going hard. And I'm about to show something really cool we're giving away during E3. Some of you guys might already know because I did a video on it today, but not very many people saw that video. So, plus that video sucked. Let's be honest. That video was horrible. Horrible. I live in Wisconsin, by the way. We have Guigi's Laundry. I have some serious questions.
I have some serious questions. Why you have Guigi's Laundry?
Like, serious questions. Raid Shadow Legends, what's good, man? All right, let me hit this out. Yay, quick. Throw it down the trap. David Marsh says, absolutely love your stuff. You're a full-time DoorDash driver. Full-time. Man. A full-time. Well, I bet you that 3-hour podcast last week did you good, right? We are on iTunes and everything as well. You don't have to watch the video version. We're on iTunes. We're on everything. And we have a new podcast coming out this week as well. I question your loyalty. Man, dude, you're doing good. You're doing good with the DoorDash, huh? All right. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Yeah, the money's instance, LOL. $30 an hour on a good day. Just there's no benefits. Yeah, dude, I hear you on the no benefits on that. Technically, YouTube has no benefits, but I have another job. So this is just something I do for fun mostly. I would love to do it for a living one day. Wouldn't it be ironic if like I graduate college next year and I have this whole plan, and then all of a sudden I'm doing so well on YouTube, I'm like, screw it, I'm going to be a full-time YouTuber. Wouldn't that be sweet? I'm supposed to graduate next spring. We'll see. Might not be till next fall. Depends on how my classes line up, but still, pretty cool. All right, not only this upcoming fall, but next year's fall. All right. Let's get into this. Was E3 announced yet? No, we do not have E3 announced yet. Someone asked earlier about my top 5 E3 predictions. Before I get into my top 5, because we're here to talk about E3. Talk about E3 predictions. We're going to be talking about a lot of E3 in these live streams. I'm going to show you guys something we're giving away. Something that hasn't even released yet, technically. Pre-orders are still going in for the next 5 days. Look what I got. You guys know what this is? I am majoring in computer programming. There is a more technical name for it, but it's just computer programming. Do you guys see this? You guys know what this is? Anyone in the chat know what this is? Makoto Akari got it. The Power A Fusion controller for Nintendo Switch. Now, they have released one of these. For Xbox as well. And there's been comparisons out this between the Xbox version of it and the Xbox Elite controller, with this comparing favorably to the Xbox Elite controller. Now, that's the Xbox version. This is the Switch version. Now, some people say they don't like PowerA. They've had drift issues, input lag issues. I will admit, the wired, so like this. This is a wired PowerA controller. This is a wireless one. But my wired versions, This one has a broken trigger, so I don't use it anymore. I don't even know why it's sitting here. My wireless ones, I have not had any input lag issues. The wired ones have. Now this one, I've used it today. I did a video on it. I've wired it once, and I've used it wirelessly. I've had no input lag at all. Sticks are beautiful. You have this, what is this, convex stick you could swap out on it. You could swap out faceplates. Here's the black faceplate. Whoop, as I drop the controller. Oh no, the controller's broken. Don't worry, the controller's fine. But this is the controller. I put these back on. It's got these 4 paddles back here. They are metal paddles. They are mappable. And don't worry, I'll include the box. The box, we're not just gonna not include the box. So like this is part of the box right here. And we'll have the instructions and everything in there for it. It's brand new. I've only used it for a few hours. I'll probably use it a little bit during E3. But besides that, it's being given away. This is a $100 controller. This is officially the most expensive, officially licensed controller for Switch there is. Has rubber on the back. I love the rubber. I personally love the rubber grips. I hate the smoother grips. I don't like that. And that's like what everyone uses. They'll put some texture on it. It's still not as good. This is being given away. It's got, again, removable faceplates. You can take off this white. You can pop on the black. I'm not going to pop it on right now because the white shows better on stream. But yeah, this is, man, we're giving this away. It's a $100 controller. It's being given away during E3. This is part of the money I've invested personally into the giveaway. Fusion, baby. This is, I'm so glad to announce that being given away. I've talked about this before as well. We're giving away this bad boy here. Now you might think, oh, that's just the Breath of the Wild collector's coin from the Masters Edition or whatever. No. This is E3 2016. You only got this for playing the demo at E3 2016. I was there. Still sealed. There's the Nintendo seal on the side. This is being given away. This has a street value of $50 to $100. We're giving this away during E3. Massive collector's item. Not that many people actually have it relative to the amount of people who bought Breath of the Wild. I mean, 20 million people bought Breath of the Wild. Only like 10,000 people went to E3. So, and not all 10,000 people got this coin. So, I'm just telling you, not that many people have that. So there's that. We got these sick officially licensed Zelda hoodies that no longer exist. This is technically, I looked it up. This is a female large hoodie. This is a female large hoodie. Would probably fit a male medium to a male small. But this is a female large hoodie. You'll see it's got the white stripe. The male version does not. It's got the Hylian shield on the back. So this is a size large, but it's a female size large in Europe. So again, a male medium, a male small is probably what I would say is probably the size for this. They do not make these anymore, by the way. This came out during the Twilight Princess era. Then, here's the male version. This is a double XL. Now, I will say double XL fits double XL people, but it fits XL people better. This is the male version. Oops. I don't have, let me zip it up. Hold on. I wore this for one video ever. Let me zip this up. You guys see the full effect of the zipped hoodie. Oh man, shiny gold. This is so cool. These hoodies are sick. I have other Zelda hoodies, by the way, so don't feel like, oh, I'm giving these away and I'm like ruining myself. See, brand new, still has the tag, never been taken off. This is the male version. Notice it doesn't have the stripes on the sleeve. Same design there. Still has the Hylian shield on the back. That is being given away during E3. And there's more. Lots of games. I've talked about it in the past. We have partnered with a bunch of companies for games. There's a certain game I know that is going to be announced at E3 we're giving away, but I can't talk about it. I'm under NDA. I can't talk about it. But there's a certain game that's announced at E3 we're going to be giving away as well. We're giving away Skyward Sword Special Edition Joy-Con. More like we're giving away a paid-off pre-order of it, I guess I should say. I know. You want my top 5 predictions. 1 second. Let's down a little water. And then let's do it. We are also 1 member away from our next giveaway. I'm just mentioning that. No pressure. I'm just saying 1 member away from the next giveaway. One more member of the board. All right. So, top 5 predictions for E3. Top five predictions for E3. All right. I'm going to go with the obvious for my first one. Because my obvious is my most wanted game at E3. Breath of the Wild 2 will be shown off at E3, completely blown out. There will be a demo for Breath of the Wild 2 released not during E3, but they'll announce it to like come out in July or August. There'll be a public demo. You'll either be able to go to retail or be able to download on your Switch and play a small section of the game. Then, Guichi's Laundry, you have to hit the join button. The cheapest membership's like $3. We also have a Patreon, as I mentioned. I think the Patreon's linked down in the description. Patreon.com/Nintendo Prime. But that doesn't count towards the member goal. That's just that's just another way to support that's outside of YouTube. So anyways, getting back into it, we have trying to remember, gather my thoughts quick for a second. Breath of the Wild 2 demo, right? In a couple months. And then Breath of the Wild 2 comes out this holiday. So that's number one prediction. I think it's maybe a safer prediction, but also maybe not so safe. But that's what I'm saying. Breath of the Wild 2, blown out at E3, demo later this year to be released in 2021. Okay, that's prediction 1. Okay, got to go with my most wanted, right? Because it's not for sure we even get... By the way, Breath of the Wild 2 is not for sure going to be at E3. I think a lot of fans would be disappointed if it wasn't, but it's not for sure going to be at E3. So, it's still a prediction because we don't know. Number two. Are you ready for this? Xbox Game Pass and xCloud are announced for Nintendo Switch. So you'll be able to enjoy Game Pass through xCloud on Switch. Why does this matter? I play mostly at home. Slap that bad boy in the dock. Hook up the Ethernet. Enjoy Xbox games on your Switch. And imagine how great that's going to be if a Switch Pro comes and has 4K upscaling. So you're playing 4K Xbox games on your Switch over streaming. Are you kidding me? How sick is that? Number 2 prediction to be announced at E3. Don't know who's going to announce it. Don't know if Nintendo's going to announce that. Don't know if... Yeah, 5G. 5G can handle xCloud easily. 5G can handle xCloud. But don't know if it's going to be Nintendo or Xbox announcing that. I'm not sure which. Xbox is mostly shooters. Oh, man. What? Hold on. Let's just glance at Game Pass quick. Xbox is mostly shooters. Blah, 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 blah. No, you just open up that Game Pass library quick. Oh, by the way, they have GTA 5. I mean, just throwing that out there. MLB The Show. Does that sound like a shooter to you? Does Dragon Quest Builders 2, that's also on Game Pass, sound like a shooter to you? Steep? Outlast? Let's see here. NHL 21? Destroy All Humans? Does this sound like... I understand that Microsoft has Halo, but you realize they just bought Bethesda, right? We have a new Hellblade game coming. FIFA 21's on there. How about Batman Arkham Knight is on there? Destroy All Humans. And I realize these are third-party games, but they're on Game Pass. Like, one price per month to get access to all these games. Talked about GTA 5. That's just on page 1. Injustice 2 is on there. Guacamole 2. It's a good game. Killer Instinct. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Stranger Things 3 the game. That's a really good game, actually. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's on there. Got Yakuza series, like the entire Yakuza series on there. Does that sound like just a bunch of shooters on Game Pass? I mean, Forza, that's actually an exclusive for Xbox. I just... All the FIFA franchises, like everything FIFA's on here, because they have EA Play part of it now. Goat Simulator. Dirt 5. I'm just going out. Minecraft is on there, obviously. That's a Microsoft-owned thing. Destiny 2 is on there. Sea of Thieves. Ark Survival Evolved. Just going with non-shooters, so we'll skip over Battlefront and Outriders. Let's go with... I'm skipping over... Skyrim's on there. Dragon Quest XI's on there. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Layers on there. Overcooked 2. I mean, the list goes on and on. I literally could be there's like thousands of games on here. So I'm not going to go through the entire list, but like there's a bunch of non-shooter games on Game Pass. Now, I'm not saying that Xbox doesn't have a lot of shooters. They've been basically known for Halo and Gears, right? But we have a new Fable coming. We have a new Hellblade coming. We have Starlight, Starlink, whatever it's called, coming as well from Bethesda. New Skyrim coming. Like there's games coming that aren't just shooter. Yeah, they got Doom under their umbrella now. But I'm just saying, there's non-shooters coming as well. Also, what was that new game from Rare? Sea of Thieves was the Ever something, wasn't it? I can't remember. It looked really good. Rare Replay's on there as well, yes. Every Bethesda game's on there. Yep. Banjo's on Game Pass as well. Yep. I can't stay. We'll watch the stream later. Hey, thanks Panda Production Studio for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for popping on in. John is here. No way xCloud's on Switch. That's your counter prediction. Hey, I'm just throwing predictions to the wind. I don't have any evidence to prove any of it. I'm just making predictions. Okay? Breath of the Wild 2 is my realistic one. xCloud / Game Pass is like my dream one. Even though I own an Xbox Series X, being able to have it on the go that's not on my phone. I know I can do it on my phone, but being able to have it on the go with the Switch.
Tournament Junior, welcome to the champions. Yeah.
Oh boy, you know what time it is. It's giveaway time. This is me cheering for all of you. No, seriously. That's me cheering for all of you. Thank you so much, Timmy Jr. You topped it off. We're now 5 away from our next giveaway on the membership tier. So 5 more members, another giveaway. This one's not going to be as exciting. I got to watch the old bank account, you know. You always got to watch the old bank account. Yeah, we're getting a lot of big super chats today. Yeah, that's great. That doesn't mean those super chats are in my bank today. They won't be in my bank till next month. So we got to go a little bit more conservative this time. Well, that's all right. It's still a giveaway. I don't have to do these things, you know. But money's money. Money is money. It's free. Sort of. It's more like a reward. It's like a reward for us reaching a goal as a community. That anyone can win. That's what I like about this reward. Anyone can win it. So, let's get this order in. Then I'll announce the giveaway and how to enter. All right. Let me hit my email quick. We are going to give away a $5 Nintendo Switch eShop gift card. $5. Make ya holla. Here we go. We have done it. So we're 5 members away from our next one. Ooh, here we go. To enter the $5 eShop gift card, to enter the $5 eShop gift card giveaway, type out one. Wait, one time. We won't include a punctuation in this time. That threw some people off last time. But it has to all be one word. That's how the bot works. Type out. Oh, make sure I don't have typos. Man, Nate, what are you doing with your typos? Got it fixed. All right. All right. We have another super chat in, by the way. Sending out to enter the eShop giveaway gift card says type out one time $5. Make ya holler. And good time for the party music because we have a $10 super chat in from Midnight Naomi. Let's go, Midnight Naomi. Thank you for the $10. Let's party. Party. The giveaway goes
on and on and on. One time, if you try to enter twice, you're gone.
All right. Entries are done. Done. All right. So first off, let me get to before I announce the winner. Super chats always bounce to the top of the pile, but we were in the middle of a giveaway, so I let the music go for a bit longer. Midnight Naomi, thank you so much for the $10. Saying, what up, Mr. Prime? I'm still not getting my GD. We know what you mean. Goddamn certificates for your streams or notifications for your streams. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you didn't put the words goddamn in because Google would have been like, nope, no, thank you. But yeah, dude, notifications are a tough thing. That's why we have Discord. We have YouTube. I didn't actually post it on Twitter today. Whoops. Maybe the end of the stream. Maybe this end of the stream I should go put out on Twitter. We've had the stream has been popping out so much today. I didn't even think about advertising it. So let me grab a link here. Whoops, that's not the link. Let me grab a link here and advertise the stream. Whoops. I usually take care of that a lot sooner, but today the stream was already going so well right off the gate, I didn't even think about it. So let's throw that out on Twitter. I'll also put a reminder out on Discord for anyone that didn't catch the first update on it. And you know what? I could throw the reminder on Gilded as well. We have some people in Gilded. Don't want to forget our Gilded members. All right, throw it out for the Gilded members as well. We do have one member online on Gilded right now, anyways. That's not a bot. So thank you so much, Midnight Naomi. Let me get your shot in for that, and then let me announce the winner. The winner. All right, let me get that shot in for you. We got a shot of bold, bubbly peach lemonade from Bud Light Seltzer. Cheers. Thank you so much for that. All right, our $5 winner, $5 make you holla, is clicking the button. Click. Clickety click click. All right. Interesting. Watch how people typed it out. It's like, did they pay attention to how I typed it out, or did they just try to get it in as quick as they can? All right. Congrats. Let me get it typed out. Congrats at Mankey Music. Congratulations at Mankey Music. Let me send that out there. You are the $5 winner. Congratulations. Hit me up on Twitter, on Discord, or on Gilded and let me know what's up. We got to put people pop online. Congratulations at Mankey Music. Hit me up on Twitter or whatever. I'll get you your code right now. Now, there's sometimes I'll do giveaways where I'll say, hey, we're going to give this away now, but I'll get you the code a little bit later. That just means I'm waiting on a paycheck. So, as an example, if things get crazy tonight and we give away $50, I tell you right now, we're going to wait on a paycheck for that, but you legitimately want $50. We'll give it to you later. Like, that's how I roll. I don't back out on my giveaways. You get what I say you get. So, congratulations, Mankey Music. But we try to do ones I can give away right away today. So, thank you so much, Mankey Music. Enjoy. We are now 5 members away from the next goal hit, which leads to a giveaway. Your last comment never made to the feed. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Copy paste, man. Copy paste. Yeah, I got you. I'll show it for you. One of our mods probably should have caught it, but they were probably busy entering the giveaway. We actually don't have that many mods. Do we have any mods here? We might be modless right now. I might be your only mod today, everyone. Welcome to the Nintendo Prime stream with 100 plus people watching and only myself to moderate all of it. I have 3 predictions to go, I know. Congrats to 67K. Can everyone give MP a good job? No, you know what? Don't congratulate me. Don't congratulate me. Congratulate yourselves. 67K. Every subscriber goal we get is a community celebration, right? Now, my real goal is 70. Obviously, it'd be nice to get to 100. Then we start going for 125, 150, 200, all that jazz. But here's the thing. Anytime we get another 1,000 subscribers, it's not congratulations to me. It's congratulations to you for thinking my content is entertaining enough that you want to subscribe, you want to hit the bell notification as well, and you want to know when my stuff comes. It doesn't always work, of course. Unfortunately, YouTube is that way. But hey, you cared enough to subscribe, like videos, comment, be here at the stream, all that jazz. I appreciate all of you guys. Seahawks 24. You know what, Seahawks? I'll make you a mod. I don't like to make people mods who ask, but I trust you because you've been around long enough, right? You've been around long enough, and I know I'm going to need more mods for E3. I know it. I just know it. I'm not going to be able to moderate E3 all on my own. It's just not going to be possible. Because I have a lot going on. So he said hit me up on Twitter, I think. So let me go to my Twitter DMs. Let's get this all taken care of. Let's get Mankey all paid out. Mankey, I think this is you on Twitter. Be sure to send me a screenshot of you logged in on Twitter so I can confirm it's you. I don't want to send this code to someone who's faking. Believe it or not, I have had people pretend to be other people to get codes for giveaways. Some people on our Discord server might remember when that's happened, and I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. It just makes things more complicated for me, and I don't want to screw over people who legit won by giving their code to somebody else. So, if this is you, which your username seems like it's you, make sure you post a screenshot in there of you logged in on YouTube so I can verify. Again, I don't like to accidentally give away codes to other people. I legitimately have had some people out there fake being other people. I know I need to do 3 more giveaways. We have Ethan Konalkar. Did I pronounce that right? In the chat says, honestly, you are my favorite YouTube channel. You are so supportive of your community and work hard to stay on top of all the news. Thank you for all your hard work. I try. I don't stay on top of all of the news. There's a lot of news I don't talk about. Mostly because I don't think it's going to be that. I got to consider a couple things. One, am I interested in the news? That's number one. Is it something that interests me? Because if it doesn't interest me, I don't have the passion to make the video, right? I don't want to force out a video for something I don't care about. I feel like that will come across in the video that I just don't care about this thing, right? Like, why force it? Then, it has to be something I also think the audience will care about. So, as an example, there's news today that PGA Tour 2K21 got a new update, version 1.7.0.0, and added a Divot Derby mode for Switch. Cool. That is news that happened today. Do I think my audience cares enough for me to make a video on that? Probably not. When Pokemon Go revealed a Luminous Legends Y event today. Does my audience care enough? Some of you probably do, but probably not enough to make a video on. I mean, you'll notice I make videos on things I care about more than I worry about views, right? Just look at today. Today's a prime example. If you look at today, as I open up the channel here, come on. What? A channel link's not working anymore? Come on. Fine, I'll manually type in my channel. I don't know what is going on with YouTube today. So on my channel, you notice videos today. Like we did one on a potential report out there about Animal Crossing expanding islands and stuff. I know I don't have a big Animal Crossing crowd. You want to know how I know? The last poll I did about people's favorite franchises, and I went with the top 5 best-selling games on Switch, Animal Crossing was dead last, and it wasn't even close. So my audience clearly is not built around Animal Crossing. So only 1,000 views on that video, right? Because most of my audience doesn't care about Animal Crossing that much. Not enough to watch a video on it. But what does my audience care about? I made a video on that controller today. Now, that video wasn't very good. I have blurry footage in the video because I have up close. I'm having a hard time with this camera focusing up close. I did some research on it, have some more things to figure out with it. But so some of the footage was blurry. A lot of the footage was blurry in that. But I said, hey, the best Switch controller, it's an accessory video. People didn't care about it, right? Hardly anyone watched. But I talked about Switch Pro this morning, 9,000 views. Talked about Virtual Console the other day, 40,000 views. Talked about even, Metroid Prime Trilogy the other day. That even got 3,000 views. That's decent. Talk about anything Zelda. Anything Zelda is like an automatic 5K. My audience loves Zelda. Love Zelda. So, I have to consider my audience. Mario. My audience loves Mario as well. Mario stuff does really well. So, I have to consider my audience interests combined with my own. I just don't have an Animal. That doesn't mean Animal Crossing isn't popular. There are plenty of channels that get Animal Crossing views. I'm just not one of them. Might I be one someday? Maybe. But not right now. Just not what my audience is interested in. What's my opinion on Miitopia? My opinion on Miitopia is, before I could talk about that, I need to finish off my 3 other predictions for E3. All right, so I talked about those 2 predictions. We're going to stick with Nintendo predictions for now. I'm going to be doing a video, by the way, about my overall projection for Nintendo, and then for Microsoft as well. There'll be a separate video for that. So, my predictions, because, by the way, in case you didn't know, this is actually a topic that's going to come up on the podcast this week. So this week on the Nintendo Prime podcast with a special guest who isn't announced yet, we will be talking about predictions for E3, and we're diving deep. We're going straight into that deep end. We'll be talking about Smash character reveals and Breath of the Wild 2 and just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Just wait. Just wait. It's going to be awesome. So I don't want to go too crazy here, but my next three. I'm going to go with my head over my heart on this one. And we're going to get a Zelda 35th anniversary blowout. Now, my heart wants this as well, but my head is thinking I want Metroid Prime 4. I don't think we're getting Metroid Prime 4. My head's telling me no. My heart's telling me yes. So I'm going to go safe and go Metroid 30 or a Zelda 35th blowout. So that's 3. 4. We're getting something DK announced. I don't know if it's going to be that rumored DK game, but something DK because Donkey Kong is the next expansion to the Super Nintendo world, and it's Donkey Kong's 40th anniversary. Something Donkey Kong will be announced. I don't know what, but something. 5th is a surprise third-party game we never thought was coming to Switch is going to come to Switch. Maybe it's Call of Duty. Maybe it's Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe it's Grand Theft Auto 5. Just throwing out some options. I'm saying a third-party game that we thought had Switch written off is going to come to Switch. Maybe it's Warzone. Maybe it's Call of Duty Warzone. I don't know. But a third-party game that we had written off as not ever coming to Switch will be announced for Switch during E3. Might not even be at Nintendo. Could be at Ubisoft. Could be at Activision. Could be at any other company that's going to be there. A major third-party game that we did not think had a chance of coming to Switch will be announced for Switch. I think he shared the photo here. Let me see. All right, gotcha, bud. Gotcha. Yep, you are who you are. All right, my kids are here. One second. I will be right back. One of my children woke up. I gotta go put him back in bed. So be right back. Why, thank you.
Guess who didn't know that he was muted? That would be me.
See, I still have some quirks to work out with my setup, right? I still have some quirks to work out with my setup. Mostly the quirks are myself. Getting used to the fact that I have a mute button. I am not used to having a mute button. You were going to donate to tell him I was muted? Hold on. I'm just kidding. You don't have to donate to make me come back. Oh, that's awesome. Should have waited. He does it anyways. I think he was doing it while I was muted. Thanks, Gibbs. You didn't have to do that, but thanks. I've had that happen before while I was muted. And or something was happening and someone had a super chat to get my attention. Thanks, Gibbs. I got the shot here for you. And with that $5 super chat, we have officially gone over $100 in super chats tonight. Thank you so much. That's we're celebrating. Literally, I am not worthy. I kid you not. I am not worthy of the support tonight. You guys are awesome. Counting all the members and everything, I think we hit like 250 tonight. Obviously, the members are a recurring thing, so that'd be really great if you guys re-up your memberships next month and all that jazz. And just keep it going, because obviously memberships are another way to keep supporting the channel that doesn't make me so reliant on ad revenue, right? Ad revenue, I don't really look at it. I don't really care that much, but it's also like, hey, you know, the revenue the channel makes is what affords me to be able to do more of it, because I have a family. I have 3 kids. If I didn't have 3 kids, if I was one of those, I don't have the advantages of like a youngin coming up on YouTube, right? A teenager, someone in college in their early 20s, where they don't have kids, they don't have a family, they don't have people to support but themselves, right? And even then, maybe mom and dad's still helping with support. Maybe you're living off student loans, right? I don't have the advantage of those people. I'm in my mid-30s, okay? I'm 34 years old, a father of 3, a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 5-year-old. I have a fiance that we're getting married next year. Been with her for a decade. She's only 30. Somehow I bagged a younger one. What are you going to do? I'm pretty awesome that way. She is a hot toddy compared to me. But here's the thing. We have a good life. We have a home. We have a decent car. We only have 1 car right now. That's kind of a big thing right now, is we want to add a second vehicle. My vehicle, my Honda Civic, may it rest in peace, lasted me a long time. 20 years that Honda Civic lasted me, 330,000 miles before it finally, the engine conked out. 2000 Honda Civic EX, manual shift car. Love that car. Died out and we can't afford to replace it right now. But like, yeah, we, you know, I don't have the advantage of the younger YouTubers out there. I just don't. I don't have the advantage. I have too much going on, too much on my plate. I have to actually care about money. I'd like to not care about money so much. I'd like to be in college. I'd like to be in high school, but I don't care about it. YouTube is all, you know, all gravy. But honestly, I have a job. I'm in full-time college, and my ability to do YouTube more often is contingent on, hey, what kind of money is YouTube bringing in? I'm always going to do YouTube as long as I can make the time for it, right? I'm always going to make videos. I'm always going to do live streams here and there. Not as often as I'm doing now, but I'm always going to be doing something, right? But it's just one of those things. It's one of those things where I have to consider my time and I have to consider my family before anything else. So YouTube making money enables me to do YouTube more often. It's not that, you know, that I would stop doing YouTube if I made no money at all. I wouldn't stop doing YouTube. I'd still do it. It's just, hey, I'd like to do it more often, right? I'd like to do it all the time. I'd like to do it full time. I would love to graduate from college and then somehow be able to pay off my student loans because of YouTube and be able to work YouTube full time while having a nice health insurance plan and setting aside money for retirement, right? Like, that's the thing. When you work YouTube, you have to manage all your own money. So, like, yeah, I got to make the money. I got to pay the taxes. I got to do this. So, like, it actually takes quite a bit of money to support my family, plus have a retirement, plus have health insurance, right? So, like, YouTube has to make a lot more money than it does for me now for me to ever consider leaving the career path I'm on. But, man, I do appreciate the support. And you guys afford me to do it more often. Dude, I love manual shift cars, man. That's the only manual shift car I've ever owned, but I've driven a few other ones. Manual shift's fun. For anyone who knocks manual shift, it's because you don't know how to drive it. Manual shift cars are way more fun to drive than automatic, man. We have a 2013 Dodge Durango Citadel, fully loaded, fully decked out. It's not for the faint of heart, and we gotta do a mini celebration because we have a new champion.
Welcome, Demi Crow, to the member board.
That's right. Welcome, Demi Crow, a new champion of the members board. That's right. Everyone who joins and becomes a member of the board for Nintendo Prime. Be sure to take advantage of some of the perks you get by joining our Discord server. That is one perk that you do get absolute. Join our Discord server. You will have full access to the Discord server when you connect your YouTube account to your Discord account. That way you can get beyond just the private channel and get access to our general channel. You can also get access to it by joining Patreon. If you don't have $3, you only have $1. That's cool. We have a Patreon at patreon.com/Nintendo Prime. There are memberships there for as low as $1. You can join there and get access to that private, basically the rest of the channel as well. Also, for those who don't know, we have a $20 tier on Patreon. I don't talk about it often because none of our current $20 members take advantage of it. We have a $20 tier on Patreon that lets you be on an episode of the Nintendo Prime podcast. You don't have to be in video form. You can just do audio. But I do request that you have a semi-decent mic. Doesn't need to be like this. This is professional audio equipment. But like, at least like a snowball or like a headset that has a decent mic that doesn't have a lot of background noise or a lot of static, right? We got to keep the audio. I have to consider the audio quality for our viewers. But if you have something that's decent, doesn't have that background static, and you want to be on, it's $20 a month on Patreon. Anyone can be on. We always have YouTubers on, but you guys can be on too. It's just $20 a month. Limited spots for that. For anyone that might be interested in coming on, especially coming up here to E3. We do have an episode or two where there might be an open spot to throw a patron on. So just letting people know that is not actually a perk of our membership tiers. In fact, do I even remember what the perks are of the membership tiers? I'm not even sure if I remember. It's been that long. It's been that long since I've looked at the dang membership tiers. Damn. I can't believe it. Has it really been that long? So I've looked at what the perks are? I should probably look at these perks. Let me go to edit and see what the perks are. What does Eternal get? We have a couple of Eternal members now. Hey, that's what it is. That's right. Eternal members get to play a game with me every month. So the two people who joined our Eternal tier, thank you so much for joining. Be sure to join our Discord. There is a link in the description to join the Discord. Message me on Discord and we'll play some games together. All right? So it can be on Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PC. Obviously, I prefer it to be a game I already own, so I don't have to go buy it. But yeah, let's play a game together. We can do it on live stream if you guys want as well. I do live stream games over on Twitch at twitch.com/Nintendo Prime TV. If you guys want to go check that out. I don't have a big audience on Twitch at all. But when I do stream there, we can stream us playing over there. If you guys want to get together on Discord and chit-chat while we play against each other or play together as a team, like maybe we team up in Fortnite or something, whatever you want to do, let me know. We could team up and go stream over on Twitch. We also had a member of the Legend tier. Also, all of our Eternal members and our new member of the Legend tier, be sure to give me all of your social media profiles, so I will follow them all and let me know a post you would like me to share. We had a couple people join the Leader tier, which gets you access to the member-only Discord. Champions tier, unfortunately, does not give you access to it, but you do get the custom emojis. So Leader and up gets you access. So anyone who joined the Leadership 1 and up gets access to the private part of our Discord. Although it's possible, no, I don't think the champion tier works for it. Only the Leader and up. So sorry. I guess you got to be the $5 and up to be official member of the board. But I love all the champions as well. Thank you so much, Demi Crow, for joining. I just wanted to clarify that. It's been a while since I've actually looked at what the perks were. I set this up. It's just I didn't think anyone was ever going to join. I mean, you can ask any of our regulars, like Seahawks 24 rule. Me having members on the channel is like a solar eclipse. Tonight, we have had more members join our channel than we have had in the history of the channel. 11 new members tonight. We've never had more than 3 active members at any time. So thank you guys for that support. I literally, I almost, when I was upstairs with my youngest son, his name's Oliver. He's only 5 years old. He's such a cutie. He was just thirsty. I was sitting in the room with him, rubbing his back, and I almost cried. Why did I cry? We do have a decent amount on Patreon. We don't have like a high amount of money coming in per se, but a decent amount of support because we have those $1 tiers, right? Like if I log into my Patreon right now, I haven't been. Why is my? I don't know what's going on. I guess I need to stop using Google Chrome. Google Chrome's for the devil. Let me load up a different browser and go to Patreon. It's just not letting me click on anything. Probably because I'm live streaming. I'm sure my computer is like maxed out right now on RAM. I have 32 gigs of RAM. You figured that'd be fine, but when you got Chrome running and a live stream, you don't have enough RAM. Okay. How? 32 gigs. How? Just don't. Okay. Yeah, on Patreon we have hold on. Can't get to my Patreon. Come on. Yeah, we have 38 active Patreons making $95 a month on. A lot of $1 ones. We have a couple 20s, some 5s in there. I don't post to Patreon very often because I don't like having exclusive content, right? Some people encourage Patreon or members, but I'm going to have exclusive content for you. There's not exclusive content. Now, there might be a time during E3. There might be a time during E3 where I do members only chat because the chat's going to be going nuts, right? I assume during E3, hundreds of people chatting. It's going to be going crazy. I can't really read any of it. So slow mode will probably be turned on eventually. And then when I turn off slow mode for a bit, we'll go for a little 15-minute, maybe a little 20-minute segment where we go members only chat. I'm going to be, don't worry, guys. During E3, the public's going to get the chat, but there's going to be moments, if the chat's going nuts, that I might go, boom, let's let members talk as much as they want and go members only for a moment. Just to slow it down so I can read the chat a little bit. We'll have dedicated segments to that. But don't worry, the public will get their say in it. I'm just, if it goes crazy fast, I won't be able to read the public. What's up, J-Lo? How you doing? You got the party whistles out? Huh?
Wait.
There was no reason to party yet. Nothing happened. Nothing happened there. I just had to click it. I just wanted to hit it. God dang it. God. Slapping me up. All right. Still waiting for Rule 2 review to get on a podcast. Yeah. Not going to say anything about that yet. But Rule 2 review will be on something coming up. But we're going to keep it a secret. It's a secret to everyone. I'm not drunk yet. I wish I was. I'm not even buzzing yet. Now, if I had done a shot for every single new member, but it's super chats are the shots. I did do for the $50 legends. I did throw some yags in, but no, I only do shots for the super chats or donations. Members lead to the giveaways and just get my sincere thanks. But I didn't think we'd get any Eternals ever. So the fact we got 2 of them tonight, maybe be like, all right, I got to give the Eternals something. Let's see here. I got the Monster Hunter Deluxe Edition console. Nice, man. That's tough to get. That's a tough one to get. Cody Shadley's in the chat.
Welcome, Cody Shadley.
For those who don't know, he's one of our longtime viewers. He's been around a while. He said, I've been subbed since a little before Nintendo's big conference announcing the Switch way back when. That's back into... Wait. Well, they announced it in 2016. The conference was in 2017. We were still we were Zelda Informer back then. Zelda Informer. Back when I worked for a company bought out by a man who I don't think is that nice. It's dope to see the channel grow this much to the moon. Yeah, man. The channel's been growing a lot, like really since summer of last year to today. I feel like that's when things kind of turned around for the channel because my attitude turned around with the channel, right? I'm having fun. Nishant Kalkar wants to know, why did I almost cry? I'm going to end up crying right now. For those who don't know, I'm an emotional person, right? I have a lot of fun, but I'm an emotional person. And I was just reflecting on like where I've been and where the channel's, at now. It's kind of funny that it's so successful now when I sort of set aside the dream of ever doing it for life, right? Like it's still not at a point I could do it for life, but it's one of those things where I always had this dream of being a full-time YouTuber, and I tried to do it for a little bit after I lost my job in 2019. I tried to do YouTube full-time back then. Was a bad decision, didn't work out. Put me in a bad financial bind. And then in 2019, I had a heart attack. I was pushing 320. I don't weigh anywhere near 320 now. I've lost some weight. I'm going to keep going down. No more heart attacks for me. But I had a heart attack, and then I also got in a car accident and I had a traumatic brain injury. I don't want to get into all the details on that. I've mostly fully recovered from the TBI, and the stuff with the heart attack has gotten better. My BP, my blood pressure is now much lower than it used to be. It's still a little high, so I'm still on a little bit of medication for it. But it's one of those things where I've just had some dark moments in my life for the last couple of years. And some of that drama kind of spilled over into the channel, and I'm not looking for sympathy. Don't donate to me because you feel bad for me. I don't know. I'm in a good place. Great place. My relationship's amazing. My children are amazing. My job's decent anyways. It pays the bills. I'm rocking it in college, kicking ass. Like things are going good. Things are going good. But at the same point, when I think about tonight, we got in totality between $250 to $300. I'll probably add it up at the end. But we're between $250 and $300 tonight, just between super chats and all the new members out there. Big shout out to you guys. So like seeing this and seeing the viewership, we're constantly over 100 viewers on this live stream. We used to be lucky to get 20. Our last podcast episode had 300 live viewers. We have a massive event coming up where not only am I nervous, definitely nervous because I think we're going to have record viewership at the channel for E3. I'm nervous because so many companies are telling me yes. I've asked for review copies of games from some of these companies and been told no. But I tell them, hey, I'm doing this event during E3 and I'm giving away a bunch of games. Or we have $1,000+ dedicated to giveaways. Do you want to contribute? And every single company is just coming back and saying, yes. Here's some codes for some games. Here's some stuff we're going to send to your house to give away. Like, it's insane to me. I went from the guy that couldn't get a review copy of an indie game to a guy, to a channel that was struggling to get 800 views a video. So now I'm a channel that, man, dude, we get 5K. Easy. I literally sit there and I can nap through it and we get 5K. I'm a guy building practical sets. I have a fiance. She's in the chat.
Oh, Yulia, you know how much I love you.
We got my fiance in the chat, right? I couldn't do any of this without her, man. Couldn't do anything without her. She has pushed me to build the set and give me the ideas for it. and helping me out, getting things set up. She is very good at she's not big into video games.
Oh, baby, baby, I'll never stop.
She's gonna leave the stream if I keep singing to her. So yeah, like I'm just really enjoying the channel a lot, you know. And it just kind of overwhelmed me for a moment where I was up there sitting with my youngest son waiting for him to fall asleep, rubbing his back, and I had like a tear come to my eye because Yulia knows, you know, she knows my struggle. She knows what I've been through, and she knows how hard I've worked at this channel to make it into anything. And to see now where the channels we're kind of taking off. This isn't like September, where September we had 1.5 million views, you know, hundreds of thousands of views per video covering Super Mario 3D All-Stars. That felt unsustainable. That was, we're caught up in the YouTube algorithm and we're getting more views than we've ever had. That's not sustainable. But now, this kind of viewership it's just slight bumps week over week. You know, slightly more viewership this week than last week, slightly more viewership probably next week than this week. Slightly more live stream viewers this week than last week, etc., etc., etc. And it just builds and builds and builds. That wasn't what September was. September was, we're getting like 1,000 views a video to boom, here's 300,000. Here's 150. Here's 100. That was not sustainable. This feels sustainable. This feels like we're building towards E3 and we're going to keep building after. We ain't done. E3 ain't it. E3 is not the finish line. And it feels so great to feel like the channel's going in a good direction. Because it felt stagnant for such a long time, you know? Such a long time it felt stagnant. Do I know how to find a good desk? Depends on what you want, Zephyroth. What kind of desk you want. We got a few people in the chat that were saying a few things. Do you think they'll drop a Zelda theme Switch or Switch Pro? Yes. I'll just go with yes. Did I meet Game Over Jesse and his crew? I met him at E3 2016, E3 2018, and E3 2019. Game Over Jesse and his crew. Game Over Jesse specifically, I go back with about 20 years. Yeah, I've met him and his crew a few times at E3. Every time I go to E3, we always meet up. He's a super good dude. He's even nicer in person than he is online. Zelda Chic Warrior 94 said, "Hey, I know you mentioned it before, but what were the games for the E3 competition? Talking to a friend that might join in." Oh boy. So we have a bunch of indie games. A bunch of them. We also have some games from Frontier, like giving away some copies of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. We have Children of Morta we're giving away. I'm just going off the top of my head. There's a lot of emails. We're giving away a copy of Mario Golf Super Rush. There's a game that's not announced yet that's being announced at E3 we're going to be giving away. And more. There's going to be over 300 different people winning something during E3. Some things are worth a lot. Some are only worth $5. Either way, a win's a win. Everyone deserves a W. I wish I could give away enough that thousands of people could win. But, I mean, I'm just a little old 67,000 YouTuber. I ain't got that kind of money. I ain't Richie Rich over here. If someone wants to, like, let me win the lottery and walk away with, like, $119 million, then, like, hey, you know, I'll, sure, everyone can win something during E3. J Biggs, aka Big J NYC, says, "I enjoy listening to your live streams. You're doing a great job. I had a heart attack last year, days before your 40th birthday, so I've been yeah, dude. Been there." Zelda Chic Warrior 94. I'm glad you're starting to do better too. Keep going, man. Keep going. Keep improving your life and making the changes you need to make to prevent that from happening again. Zelda Chic Warrior 94 says, "Also, I hope you keep growing and doing well health wise." Yeah, I've been fine health wise for a little bit. Still have some high BP, but it's better than it used to be. And the more I keep losing weight, the more the BP will get better. What's your name for the Switch Pro? I see so many guesses. New Nintendo Switch XL. Because it's Nintendo. So just go with a name they seem to love. Super Nintendo Switch, one person said. "Where's Call of Duty?" says Zephyroth. Good question. Let me make sure to get Activision on the phone in my next video. Richie Rich movie? Yeah, dude. Richie Rich was a really good movie. Also, Blank Check. Blank Check was another good movie from back then. Gin Turkey and says, dude, I'm hoping I hit the jackpot. You're getting major support from me. If you hit, there we go. If Gin Turkey hits a jackpot, he's gonna get major support. Thanks, man. Can always dream, right? We all want to hit the jackpot. Rude Dude 101 says, will the 2D Metroid be a remake of Super Metroid, Fusion, Zero Mission, or will it be a whole new Metroid game? From what I have heard, it's going to be a new game. That's just what I've heard. I'm not the originator of that information. Comes from other people, but from what I have heard, it's going to be a new game, which excites me almost more than a remake. Like we just got, like Samus Returns. Let's get a new one, right? I think it's time. New Super Nintendo Switch XL Plus. Probably something like that. Oh, don't forget 4K at the end. They're going to want to mention it's got 4K. So, new Super Nintendo Switch XL Plus 4K. Nintendo usually doesn't care about that, but that will be one of the selling points. $1 billion. Diet Coke, 1 calorie, not enough evil. Nice. How do you think a Donkey Kong Jungle Beat sequel is? Ooh. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Man. I would love another one. I don't think it's going to sell very well, but I would like another one. Now with e-reader support. E-reader support. You were hoping Samus... I think in hindsight, Nintendo would have put Samus Returns on Switch and kicked it off their 3DS. If they knew Switch was going to blow up the way it did, I think they would have moved Samus Returns to it. But what are you going to do? Odyssey TC says, with the release of Nintendo Switch Pro, do you think they'll buy a Switch a couple more peak years? Or with it not being the next gen console from Nintendo, do you see a decline year? I don't see a decline this fiscal year. I think next fiscal year might do like 24, 25 million. I think Nintendo undershot this fiscal year. I think they're going to do another 29 to 30 million. Next fiscal year, I see them dropping a little bit, but it's still going to be way higher than peak years for other systems. So I think they're going to be fine. I don't think they're going to see a serious decline till 2023. But we'll see. Maybe they won't see a serious decline then either. Game lineup plays a lot in that. Nintendo's still heavily supporting it. Oh yeah, they're going to get a lot. For the Switch Pro, do you think they'll stick to a black console with many different colored Joy-Con? Or do you think there'll be sleek colors like all black or all white? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the pandemic plays a role in sales, obviously. Pandemic has ensured Switch is sold out too. So, we'll see. We shall see. Jude Kerman.
Welcome to the Nintendo Prime stream.
How's it going, man? Do. I can't believe I'm caught up with the chat. I never catch up with the chat. Ever. Never, ever? Forever. No, seriously. I was here before, but okay, thanks. Hey, you know what? Enjoy it, man. I vanished for a little bit because one of my sons woke up. One of my children woke up. I had to go get them some water. What genre do you think Nintendo's next new IP will be? I would like an action-adventure game. Another Zelda-like game. Don't think that's going to happen, but I would like to see that. I do have a Discord, Swifter. Head down to the description. It's down there. Pop that description open. Enjoy the Discord. If you would like full access to the Discord, you got to become a YouTube member or a patron. But we do have a public chat, so go ahead and join there. People get mad at me sometimes. I double advertise my channel. So like the video automatically goes to the new Ninty Prime videos channel, but then I also put it in the general chit chat when I go live. because not some people I think turn off the notifications for that channel, which why are you on my channel if you don't want to be notified of when I do things? Maybe that's just me. But Awakening Echoes are a drag. Interesting perspective. We have a new follower. Seahawks24 rule, you weren't following me over on Twitch? Really? I'm kind of surprised you weren't following me over there. As a longtime viewer, it shocks me that you weren't following me there. You unfollowed me? You bastard. I'm just kidding. How dare you unfollow me? What Nintendo franchise have I played? Might be easier to list ones I haven't. Is there a franchise I haven't tried? I mean, I've even played like that Dylan's Rolling Western game. Like, is there an IP from Nintendo I haven't tried? I'd have to go through the Nintendo full IP list on Wikipedia and find. It's probably easier to find IPs I haven't played than say the ones I have. I think I've tried every Nintendo IP I can think of. I've tried Astral Chain. I don't own Astral Chain, but I have tried it. Good try, though, because Birdman probably knows I don't own it. I don't own Astral Chain, but I did try the game. You never go on Twitch? Yeah, that happens. Karma1826 just followed over on Twitch as well. Thank you so much. Especially since now we have some Eternal members. They might be playing some games with me over there. So there could be some bonus Twitch streams going on. Almost all my game streams happen on Twitch. Why? I don't know. My game streams just don't do well on YouTube anyways. So if they're not going to do well, I might as well grow my Twitch channel, right? Famicom Detective Club. I have tried Famicom Detective Club. Now, I haven't tried, obviously, the new, the English version. I tried it. How was it dirty emulating Horde? Back when I was younger. But yeah, I tried it back then. Didn't really like it that much, but I couldn't read it. So that might have played a big role in it. Shiny Rayo 1 says, Furukawa told investors that any acquisition Nintendo would make will be in terms of hardware. Who would Nintendo be interested in acquiring for technological innovation? Samsung. No, yeah, they can't afford a Samsung. Samsung might be able to afford Nintendo. It might be bigger. I don't actually know. I've tried Undertale. KK123. Cadence of Hyrule. I own Cadence of Hyrule. So yes, I absolutely have played that. But yeah, I mean, are you kidding me, Birdman? There's not a Zelda thing I haven't tried. Let's see here. But yeah, I don't really know. Like, to know who they would consider for technology would mean I pay enough attention to small, because it's going to be someone smaller. It's going to be like someone who made motion controls like a Wiimote kind of thing, right? It's going to be a small-time technology company doing something that nobody else is doing. And I don't know of any right now. Maybe someone in the battery tech space? Because there is new battery tech happening out there that's significantly better than a lithium ion. And maybe there's a small company there that Nintendo will buy out someday that will provide like bleeding edge batteries someday. Oh, Captain Toad. I beat Captain Toad. I have played all the Wii U exclusive games. I can tell you that right now. There's not a single Wii U exclusive game I did not play. So mentioning anything from the Wii U library that's exclusive would be a waste. You love Fire Emblem. You just struggle to beat those games. Oh, here I was like, oh man, you don't like those games? I'm kind of surprised. I thought you would like those games. Okay, you just struggle to beat them. Okay, thanks for the clarification, Seahawks. Have I tried Wonderful 101? Yep. I think I beat Wonderful 101 actually. Dude, Wonderful 101's great, man. So underrated. I'm really sad that if that game would have launched on Switch instead of Wii U, I think there would be a sequel by now. But of course, it was on Wii U where it did not stand a chance. Barely any game stood a chance on Wii U. Man, look, I have played all of the Tingle games. What do you expect on specs of Switch Pro? My brain turned off. That happens. Any chance? What do I expect on the specs? I'm not going to give exact details, but something like a base Xbox One, maybe. We gotta remember the Switch itself isn't like super far behind a base Xbox One, but it's behind just enough. I think getting up to a base Xbox One and being affordable is probably more realistic. It might be a little bit better. I don't know, but I don't think we're gonna get up to like Xbox One X or PS4 Pro. I think it would just be too expensive, but we'll see. Again, I don't actually know. That's the one thing we really haven't heard specs. 4K DLSS. Okay. So we know it's using a more modern GPU architecture. That's it. That's what we know. Supposedly. What we know anyways. That's what's being reported. Have I played Yokai Watch? Yep. Let's see Nintendo talk about the Mother series and everyone getting hyped for Mother 3, but instead Mother 4 gets announced and a trailer. That'd be interesting. Have I ever played Pokken Tournament DX? I have not played the DX version. I played the original. I didn't buy the one on Switch. But I did play the original on Wii U. It's a Wii U exclusive game. Played it. But yeah, I didn't play it. I didn't play the deluxe version on Switch. Didn't really care. It was fun on Wii U. It's a fun fighting game. I'm not a big fighting game guy. But I mean, I always give games a chance, especially if it's from like a Nintendo company. Yeah, Outer Wilds is really, really good. It's like Breath of the Wild plus No Man's Sky. Rhythm Heaven. Oh, yeah. Played Rhythm Heaven. Played the original on DS, right? Was that when the first one came out? Or was it GBA? I feel like it was DS. Still no Outer Wilds release date for Switch? Not that I'm aware of. You were thinking of Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds looks great. They finally updated Outer Worlds enough on Switch that it actually plays pretty well. But at launch, it was kind of a mess. And it's incredible. Like, oh, dude, yeah. The moment that something clicks in a game, like a puzzle, like even how to beat an enemy, as an example, when I finally took on a Lionel the first time, like when it started to click how to beat the Lionel, it became exciting. Because it's like, yeah, I'm not beating it yet, but I know how to now. And it's just, repetition at that point. It's so nice when something just clicks like that. It feels so good. You were playing Secret of Mana for the first time in a while, and I forgot how much I love this game. Dude, Secret of Mana, second favorite game of all time for me. Secret of Mana, yes. Shout out to Secret of Mana, baby. Love that game. You're so excited to experience it again. Yeah, dude. Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be awesome. Playing through Mario Odyssey now, about halfway through. It's a great, totally see a bunch of references. You're 100 on board for Odyssey 2. I mean, dude, everyone was on board for Odyssey 2. Have I ever played Legend of Dragoon? I have not played Legend of Dragoon. I know what the game is, but I have not officially tried Legend of Dragoon. What do you think Breath of the Wild 2 would be called? I have no idea. I think all the names that have been tossed out are wrong. So I have no clue. I'm all for Breath of the Wild 2. Just stick with the number. I'm all good with that. Worked for Last of Us. Yes, I've played the Xenoblade series. I've tried every Xenoblade game. Can't say it's like my favorite, but I understand the appeal. It's like a series I wish I could get into. I just can't seem to do it. But I keep trying. You think I should try that game on stream, Legend of Dragoon? Maybe over on Twitch. We'll see. Breath of the Mild. I felt that some of the characters were a tiny bit off. Didn't show much of her personality she had in the first game. Well, what you have to remember, Swifter, is her personality in the first game was a lot of it built off the events that happened in Age of Calamity. So it's kind of it's a balancing act, Nintendo wrote the script, so. Have I tried Starfy? Why does that sound familiar? Starfy. You might have me there. I remember the legendary Starfy back in 2008. I remember that game, and I remember that box art. But I don't think I played it. That would have been the only one that I would have tried. Let me look at some screenshots. See if it jogs my memory. You might have me there. It is a Nintendo published game. They own the IP. You might have finally got me with a Nintendo IP. It looks familiar, but I'm pretty sure I didn't play it. I think I just watched some trailers. So yeah, I didn't play that one. You got me. You got me. There you go. There's one I haven't played. There's the one I haven't played. There's going to be more than one, by the way. If you go through all of Nintendo's library, you're going to find stuff I haven't played. It's not like I've played literally everything, you know? Star Fox. Well, of course I played Star Fox. Well, now you can give it a shot. I mean, yeah, let me just go buy a DS and go buy the game. No, I'm good. I'm all good with current gen. Switch, PlayStation 5, Series X. That's what I'm interested in right now. All right. I got to wrap up the stream. Let me give a shout out to all the new members and super chats and everything that happened tonight. Going back in order from latest to the first one, we had a $5 super chat in from Gibbs. Thank you so much for that. We had a $10 one in from Midnight Naomi, a super chat. Thank you for that. Scrolling on down. We had Timmy. Wait, was Timmy Jr. the last member? I thought someone joined after him. No, Demi Crow. Demi Crow joined as a member. Thank you so much. We had, let's see here. We had Timmy Jr. become a member tonight. We had David Marsh become a member. We had Plays with a $5 super chat. We had Josh Berkowitz become a member. Ray became a member tonight. Thank you so much. Michelangelo 2580 became a member. We had Ricky become a member tonight. Andrew Schmeisser become a member. Man, we had kind of a swath of members all at once. We had Gibbs become a member. Mariano J. Rivera become a member. Javakin become a member. We have LAX with a $5 super chat tonight. Thank you so much for that. We had Gibbs. Mr. Gibbs with a $50 super chat tonight. Thank you for that. We had Design/Gamer Plays with a $9 super chat. Ray with a $5 super chat. Oshi N012 with a $2. Blue Knight 07 with a $5 super chat. Brent Jones with a $5 super chat. Was that the first one? That was the first one tonight. That's all the super chats, donations, and members joined tonight. Thank you guys so much for all of that. You guys are awesome. Seriously. Thank you so much. It was a fun night tonight. I had a lot of fun. I gotta go. Did the Bucks win? I totally forgot the Bucks were playing that night because I was live streaming. I'm a big Milwaukee Bucks fan. I hope they won. Don't know if they did. But you can always have hope. They were playing the Spurs, but, you know. The Bucks don't win everything. Nope, the Bucks lost. Bucks got crushed. Ouch. 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 That hurts. That hurts. Bucks got wrecked. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have a lovely evening. And I'll catch you in tomorrow's videos. And we'll be back streaming tomorrow as well. So hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow around 8:30. That's going to be about our rough time that we stream every night. Will be around 8 or 8:30. Peace out.